Hi, welcome back. Today we're playing Reverse 1999 again, and I just woke up. We only have 2 hours and something to finish this event, so we're gonna speedrun 2 hours and 23 minutes. So we're gonna speedrun it, and I'm gonna do my best to finish it before the time runs out. If I cannot make it, I guess I'm gonna react to the last few parts. But we're gonna do our best. I just woke up. This is what I could do with makeup to not look absolutely out of my mind asleep. So be nice to me. Before the spotlight, years later, all they remember is that empty stage, a freebie. I actually at least want to get to the big fight, the last one, because that is fun to do on my own.
11 years ago. Life was tough, as it is for all young artists.
Maybe Otto?
But, like the beginning of many stories, there was a kind of beauty in it.
Can't wait to do the big chop, honestly. What is this? Oh, a restaurant?
到一新浪潮導演處女作亮相，
I have to read.
胡圖雖然底子極佳，但由於大膽創新過度，導致內容詭異顛覆。
Another new wave director has made a splash with their debut movie. Nitwit boasts an excellent foundation, but it may have reached a little too far with its bizarre unconventional story. I hope this doesn't make me cry again.
但大眾實在難以欣賞，最終票房慘淡收場，實屬糊塗。
I wasn't ready for the backstory, that's why I'm saying I hope I don't cry again. By the way, this is my PJ. No judgment. And also, the bed is not made. No judgment double. While some have praised its daring approach, it has proven too much for the general audience to appreciate, leading to a disappointing box office performance and living up to its title Nitwit. So rude.
咁我仲有咩好講啊？冇 taste 就係冇 taste。
She didn't age a day. What can I say? They've got no taste. She casually tosses the newspaper onto the table. The loud thud drawing surprised glances from the nearby diners.
OK， 要叫好又叫座，有時係要妥協嘅。但係問題係我一向最唔擅長，亦都最唔中意妥協咯。
Okay, I guess compromise is inevitable if you want to sell more tickets. If I want to sell more tickets, but that's not exactly my strong suit.
Noah？ 係咪 Noah？
Noah, is that you? A fan? A friend?
估唔到會咁啱喺度見到你。
She was so pretty.
好耐冇見，見返你真係好開心啊！
She was so pretty. What a surprise. It's so good to see you again.
你係 Teresa？ 你點解喺度嘅？你幾時返香港㗎？
Teresa, what are you doing here? When did you come back to Hong Kong? Oh, she's so beautiful.
Teresa, or as you know her by 何日君, was a dear friend of mine, the scriptwriter of Detective C07 and the creator of the cursed film Reunion of the Three Swallows.
Hello? Oh, there you go.
This is a pretty good script. Interesting. Teresa and I met while we were studying abroad at the Film Academy. We took the same scriptwriting class. We didn't talk much at first. She always sat in the corner on her own. I only got to know her after our teacher showed a script to the class as an example of excellent work.
Ooh, self-esteem boost.
The writer's name, Teresa. Her stories could strike a balance between the details and the big picture. They were engaging, light-hearted, and warm. So, in that moment, when we met again at the restaurant, I realized she was the one I'd been looking for. At that time, she was an editor at a small press. I invited her to join my studio, and 3 months later, she put the first edition of Detective C07 on my table.
所以你覺得點啊？你覺得邊度唔夠好嘅話，我都可以改㗎。
So what do you think? Just tell me if you want to change anything. I can.
我諗緊主角要揀邊個。
I'm thinking about who should play the heroine.
哦，你個劇本寫得好好，比我想象中仲要好。我哋就用你個劇本。
The script is remarkable, even better than I expected. Let's shoot it. Oh, these cuties. They're gonna
So
make
we
me
had the
cry.
script, but we
1000%.
couldn't decide who would play the heroine.
I
We
just
held
woke up.
endless auditions, even considered some famous actresses, but none of them fit. Until that night.
頭先嗰幾個你覺得點啊？我覺得最後嗰個好似都 OK。
What did you think of today's candidates? The last one seems okay to me.
唔得，佢唔夠 sharp，你都睇得出㗎。
No, she's missing that edge. You can see it too, right?
既然睇得出，就唔好焗住自己揀。我唔想將就。
You're not making lemonade from lemons, at least I'm not.
但係萬一現實生活裏面根本唔存在呢個完全符合我哋想象嘅完美人選呢？萬一佢只係我哋諗出嚟嘅，咁點算啊？
But what if she doesn't even exist? What if our perfect actress only lives in our imagination?
咁我就會一直揾，直到喺現實世界揾到為止。
Then we'll keep looking until she's born. Whoa! Hello?
哎呀！你喐手腳做咩啊？
What are you doing?
我就係喐手喐腳啊！點啊？死鹹豬手！呢度唔歡迎你哋啊！
I'm kicking your ass. Got a problem with that, pervert?
仲唔快啲啦
Fuck off!
你睇住嚟啊！我
My
唔會放過
earring.
你㗎。
Just wait, we'll come back, you'll see. After throwing out a few uninspired threats, the hooligans flee in disgrace. Behind the door, a worried face peeks
哎
out.
呀，大鑊啦！今次嗰兩個古惑仔附近出晒名，佢哋肯定會翻嚟報仇㗎。
You really shouldn't have done that. Those guys live in the neighborhood. They won't let you off the hook after
我
this.
知你睇唔慣佢哋對個靚女鹹豬手，但係人哋都唔出聲啦，你嬲咩啫？你咁搞法之後，我點做生意啊？
I know you just wanted to help that girl, but she didn't say anything. Why did you have to make such a scene? What if they come back and tear up the restaurant?
今鋪真係俾你
Oh,
累
is
死
she
啊！
working for them? You gotten me into big trouble, Asing.
得啦，事頭。
So small.
我
Sorry.
走，佢哋再嚟就叫佢哋嚟揾我。
Don't worry, boss. I'll quit. Oh, if they come again, tell them to come find me.
嗱，鋪頭鎖匙啊！你記得早啲離開門啊，唔係啲熟客等到戇居居。
Here's my key. Remember to open early. Your regulars don't like to wait.
阿
Sorry.
星，你哎呀！
Asing, what are you? He's so brave. What did go wrong? The restaurant owner resigns to taking the key in silence. Without a backward glance, the girl steps down from the door, only to be quickly stopped.
睇嚟你啱啱失業喎。
Looks like you just lost your
邊
job.
位啊？關你咩事啊？
Yeah, and what's it to you? What do you want?
我有份工介紹俾你，你對做戲有冇興趣啊
On the spot like that? Damn. To offer you a new one, are you interested in acting? Oop, I made it worse. I tried to comb it, and it made it worse.
Ah-Sing was surprised when I made the offer. She said she needed to think about it, so Teresa gave her a copy of the script. The next day, she knocked on our door and took the offer. Later, we learned that Ah-Sing was born into a poor family. Her father was in prison, and her mother had mental issues. She'd been the breadwinner for the family since she was a kid. Her father's reputation would often get her into trouble, so usually she was either on the way to a job or to a fight.
As memories surface, Noir lets out a sentimental smile.
The CO7 you saw always had a confident smile on her face, but in actual fact, Ah-Sing almost never smiled at the beginning. An actor should learn to commit to the moment in front of the camera and come back to reality behind it. But Ah Sing didn't. She didn't come back to reality.
Oh.
She's never once stopped playing the role of CO7 since then. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
That's the extreme of escapism. A maladaptive kind, maybe?
She started to smile the way CO7 smiled. She went from brash and reckless to sly and methodical, just like CO7. The deputy chief and the BAU made a mistake. Ah Sing has not confused herself with her character.
I wonder if this is a way to express closeness? I'm not sure. Since her name is Chi-Sing, Ah-Sing might be a way to, like a nickname? Or a close way to express it, to call someone?
After all these years in the movie industry, I've seen a lot of actors get carried away by the glitz and glamour of their characters. But Ah Sing is different. She values CO7 even more than herself. So much so that, ultimately, it eclipsed her own consciousness.
When you're deluluing too close to the sun.
Miss Liang, you asked me which rumors about CO7 and the three of us were true. Now I can give you an answer. Most of them were.
Oh. Noir maneuvers her wheelchair to the desk, pulls out a file from the bottom drawer, and hands it to Liang. By the way, Delulu, sometimes I saw people being mad for people using Delulu. I thought it was just slang, but if it's something I shouldn't say, please do tell me. English is not my first language, so if something is maybe used as an insult, I might not know. And if I say something wrong, always correct me, please. The file is heavy. Liang opens it up to find an aged photograph.
Is this?
This is so cute. And also my thumbnail, probably. Three women pose together. Their identities are obvious.
We drew a lot of attention after the release of CO7. Put a magnifying glass up to anyone, and you'll always find imperfections. We were no exception.
Miracoloso Ladybug? Sorry, so the earrings.
Ah Sing was as stubborn and uncompromising as I was.
Oh.
When we disagreed, it would blow up into a huge argument, neither one of us giving in to the other. Poor Teresa was always caught in the middle.
An angel.
I was too young, too bullheaded, to realize the consequences that this might cause. I tore a path forward, often ignoring the people around me. Teresa, on the other hand, was kind-hearted, perhaps too much so. She never got angry, no matter what people said. She just bottled it up inside and let it eat away at her.
I was like this too. It's not healthy. Just be mad. It's hard actually, but just be mad. If you are indecisive if anger is a healthy emotion or not, or if it's too scary to you, it was to me. And now I think you should work on it, and now that I worked on it, I'm punching a pillow when I'm angry, which is apparently healthy. Psychologists said that. 2 of them said that. So I think I'm not wrong. Noir gazes at the smiling faces in the photo, her expression tinged with nostalgia and the faintest hint of sorrow.
She didn't like taking photos. She was self-conscious about her appearance, so we only have a few together.
But she's so beautiful.
This one was taken when we were shooting CO7 too. We were so close back then. Of course, we knew we'd have to part ways eventually, but we didn't concern ourselves with that. Even then, our shortcomings had started to hurt our relationship. But by the time we realized it, the damage had been done.
Don't cry. Don't tell you.
呢個結局太離譜啦！司令真唔會咁做㗎。
Oh, no, this ending make no sense. CO7 would never do that.
When we were making CO7-3, Ah Sing was up in arms about the ending.
She's still kind of attached to that.
In the sequence, CO7 tracks a criminal through a Shehua parade hoping to finish him off herself. But when she finds him sitting at home with his family, she changes her mind. Ah-Seng didn't like it. She said that CO7 would punish the villain for what he's done, that she would never change her mind. We had countless arguments over this ending, and of course, we never reached a conclusion.
Oh, that makes CO7 very human. I think it's a necessary scene, but if it brings to a bad ending, it does leave a sour taste, actually. Because I'm guessing her not finishing off, like, as consequences. Alright, enough. We're not getting anywhere with this. I have an idea. Rock, paper, scissors.
So I cheated.
Oh.
Were I in the same position now, I'd solve the problem more delicately. But I was a jerk back then.
You were young,
the
not a
only thing
jerk.
that mattered was the movie.
Maybe also a jerk.
I couldn't care less about what people thought, including my heroine. I asked Teresa to write an alternative ending, and told Ah-Seng that we'd shoot both endings and pick the better one together. She agreed.
But you didn't keep your word. You released the movie with the original ending.
I kinda wanna see the other now.
It turned out to be very popular, but Ah-Seng saw it as a betrayal. At the premiere, she announced she was quitting the new art company that the three of us had founded together. I didn't stop her. Teresa tried to mend our relationship, like she always did.
Poor baby.
我寫咗個新劇本，唔係407續作，係全新嘅故仔啊！如果你哋覺得有意思嘅話，我哋下一部戲可以拍佢啊！
I wrote a new story, not for CO7, a completely new one. If you're interested, maybe we can use it for our next
我
movie.
自己拍咗部片花，雖然好簡單，可能拍得唔係幾好，但係可以嘅話，我哋一齊睇啊！
Sorry. I are in my face. I made a scissor reel. It's pretty short, probably not as good as the ones we usually make, but shall we watch it together?
It was her proof of concept for a reunion of the three swallows.
Aww.
I
It
knew
was to
Teresa had always
reunite them.
wanted to put an end to the CO7 series and write something she was really passionate about. Perhaps she thought a new story would help Ah-Seng move away from CO7 and become herself again. Unfortunately, when she came to show us the script, Ah-Seng and I were in the middle of a fight.
Oh my god. I thought you split up.
唔使啦。
Why are you still
我
fighting?
唔會再同你哋拍戲。
No, I'm not acting in any of your movies.
阿星，等陣啊！
Oh boy.
Ah-Seng had always been kind to Teresa, but on that day, she pushed her out of the doorway and stormed off. While as I said, I was a jerk. I flipped through her script, and a flurry of harsh words left my mouth.
So mean.
點解仲係上次嗰個類型㗎？
Really, this type of story again?
我咪講咗咯，呢種故事唔啱你寫啊！
This would break me. I told you this isn't your strong suit. I actually did get a very mean comment when I started writing when I was little, and I have to this day a hard time writing anything because I keep thinking about it. So this is very bad. Please support your creative friends, by the way, don't be a dick to them. This happened to me. The script, along with the reel, it's shot back into I can't read her name, Teresa's, ends without a second glance. I'm gonna say Teresa, I'm sorry.
Neither Ah-Seng
cannot
nor
read
I
it on the
cared
fly.
enough to watch Teresa's sizzle reel, even though she tried so hard to present it to us.
Oh.
That was the last time we saw Teresa.
What happened for her to... Did she spontaneously catch fire? Did someone did it to her? Did she do it to herself? Was it an
That
accident?
fire. Yes. That's why I'd pay any price to get that film. Her script was burned to ashes in the fire.
Oh.
I need to know what story she was trying to tell. I suppose Ah-Seng feels the same.
Noir just restored the file.
This is what you wanted to see last time you and your officer friend visited me.
You mean the threatening letter?
It's not a letter, actually.
Calling card. Liang sets down the photo and pulls out the remaining content of the file. It's an aged script. It's covered, yellowed by time. As she flips through it, familiar lines of dialogue meet her eyes. In an instant, she understands the significance of what she's holding. Is it the script for CO7? The one with the festival at the end? Does she want to make out a different ending at the end? The one that she wanted?
It's the script of Detective 071.
I think I got it. No, 1, not 2.
The original. The one Teresa handed to us all those years ago.
Liang never imagined that one day she would be holding the origin of the very film that inspired her as a child. There is no doubt, Qixing must have returned it to Noir, but why? What does this mean? Oh, it was the one with the parade. She continues to flip through until her finger meets an object tucked between the pages.
Is this a poster of the Shehe parade? Oh, right. It's almost time for the Dushu festival. With everything going on these days, I almost forgot.
Why am I always angry? I'm angry again. I just did like breakfast and stuff. Okay, it's fine. Chilling. What is this? Why are you doing this to me? It's fine. Chilling. Liang's expression suddenly shifts.
Wait. Is Miss Qixing going to...
Your guess is as good as mine.
Fireworks. Is she going to explode? Explode someone? Explode something? Explode the parade? They exchange a glance, then both turn their gaze to the image of the Seshuo, maybe? Seshuo? Parade, printed on the poster in front of them. I forgot how they read it. Okay, listen, it's 10 a.m. I have no excuse. Actually, my brain doesn't turn on until 1 p.m. So everything that happens before 1 p.m. is autopilot. Do not judge me. Okay, what's this? The Joy of Dushuo. Chinese TV news clips featuring the warm-up for the Chinatown parade. I don't remember, sorry. Watch. Is it wrong? It's a bit long. Fuck. Chinese TV news segment. Se-wo, maybe, parade. Our reporter brings you an exclusive frontline update. As the Dushu Festival begins, Los Angeles Chinatown is once again alive with the excitement for the Seshuo, I'm gonna read it wrong, parade. Humans and Arcanists will soon come together to pray for a year of peace and prosperity. I'm very sorry, by the way, for butchering this. I'm a bit in a hurry, so I'm not taking as much care in reading stuff that I can't read. We are currently at the Chinatown Community Center, which houses 12 sacred arcane idols, marking the start point of the parade. We are fortunate to be interviewing Principal Wang, who is this year's summoning official. Principal Wang, could you tell us about your role in the festivity? No, in the festival? The summoning official is responsible for reciting the summoning rites and inviting the idols. After lunch, the rotating god of Sheti, Shixia, or something like that, sorry, will be placed on the palanquin. Some of the parade members have already gathered outside. That's right, we can see people carrying lanterns and flag preparing for the parade. Principal Wang, what's that large animal lantern over there? That's Lusho, a Shangri. Later it will join the Beast Hunter Festival. The parade will be led by 5 colored banners. And Yige, I forgot to read this, I think someone told me, troop, followed by Shandao Beast and Shangri creatures. Quite a spectacle. The Shandao Beasts are those the legendary creatures said to warn off evil plagues. Exactly, during the plague banishing segment, General Xian Mo will shout the command, and 3 young men wearing Xiangdao beast masks will sing the Plague Banishing song, imitating the beast to drive out the evil. The musician will accompany them with gong and drums. The parade will go on until late at night. Quite a festivity. Thank you, Principal Wang. Though the parade has yet to start, we can see crowd waiting already. Stay tuned as we bring you coverage as the Szechuan parade, probably. Of the Szechuan parade, probably. Okay. Sorry, I'm in a hurry, so let's go to Watchers, Protectors, Defenders. Who is this? Oh, my girlie, maybe he's back. Oh, and I think this is the friend? Oh, she changes the outfit. I think this is my girlie. Okay, let's see. The fire they held high lit up the children's faces. It's a fight. It's not the main fight though, I think. I didn't check actually. I didn't look at it properly. I was in a hurry. I still am in a hurry. I keep being in a hurry. Oh!
Wow!
I saw
Look
this.
at all these people!
In the
We should
trailer.
have come earlier. I can hardly see a thing from here.
And whose fault is that? You are the one who took ages to get ready. Anyway, at least we haven't missed much. Looks like it just started.
So pretty.
I heard there's a new event this year. I wonder what it is.
Not an event. A film crew's shooting a scene during the parade. Apparently, they already talked to Mr. Shao and said they wouldn't cause any trouble. Let's go check it out. Maybe we can get into one of the shots.
Oh. Ambitious. This is the busiest time of the year in Chinatown. The streets are filled to the brim. But for those with keen eyes, some outliers can be spotted among the crowd.
This is C2. All clear.
Copy. Group C, all clear. No sign of target. All units, stay in position. Wonder how the Vigil Girl and Eldon are doing.
Oh, we're paired? Having ended the transmission, the officer glances toward a Chinese restaurant at the street corner. Despite the bustling crowd, the sign on its door reads closed. Oh. Amazing.
Do I really have to go outside like this?
I feel a bit vindicated. Deputy Chief Eldon stands awkwardly in front of the mirror as he stares at the brightly colored traditional outfit he's adorned in. The man across from him sneers, shattering his last shred of hope to be saved from it.
No, you need to paint your face too. I'm
Be
not
respectful.
gonna let you join the parade looking like a weirdo.
Tell him.
You're the one who said that the parade needed guards in case there was an attack. Have you changed your mind? I'd be more than happy to kick you out of here.
I think we started on the wrong foot. I think I like you. You have no face, but I appreciate you.
Sorry, but your profiling and the BAU report seemed like a load of crap to me. If someone does attack the parade, I'm sure we can handle it ourselves.
Listen, I won't pretend to understand the meaning behind all this. But what I do understand is that this is one of the most important events of the year for the people of Chinatown.
So,
The target could strike at any time, so we need to be prepared. No one wants to see a celebration turn into a nightmare.
Why didn't you say that to your men? They are the ones who've ignored the Chinatown all this time. What a hypocrite.
ooh. Okay. So, in this moment, this dude immensely more hot than the Elden dude. Or come si chiama? Come si chiama in Italian? Sorry. I just forgot, please. Those mustaches are also impeccable, so how could I ignore them? Of course he's way more hot than the dude with the chiseled jaw. Why did they give him a chiseled jaw? Why? If I hate him, it's fine. He glares at the officer with clear distrust in his eyes, but before tension can rise anymore, the girl behind him cuts in with a smile.
哎呀
There you go.
口罩 Today's our big day. That sour face of yours is gonna scare this guy straight off.
Oh my gosh, she's so pretty.
Leave the past in the past lah. They are doing this for the right reasons. What we've got to lose.
How do you say, is this, in Italian you would call them intercalari? Like words that don't really add much to the sentence, but they are used in the middle or at the end to express something. Is this la? Something like that?
Besides, we could really use a hand right now. They can make up for our manpower shortage. Now, give me a big smile lah, before your long face scares off our good fortune.
Always a sweet talker, aren't you, eh?
He huffs and glares, but eventually waves it off. Are they always together? Is she also kind of a PI, but for paranormal stuff? For arcane stuff?
Fine. But you've got to look the part if you're gonna be in the parade. I don't care what your mission is.
If we can say parade, I can say some names wrong.
Oh, you! Blondie! Tighten your belt, or your pants will fall down when you dance. And the big guy over there, the lining should be under your coat.
The famed Chinatown investigator yells correction to the officers as they do their best to don the traditional attire. His tone is sharp but surprisingly patient. He's a sweetie. Saying his old friend, much mellowed from before, the problem was never the dog. They tricked me into not liking him at the beginning. I hate them. No, I don't. Elden removes his garnish headpiece and turns to Anan.
Thanks for all your help, Miss Lee.
They didn't want to dry him with the headpiece.
We never would have been able to join the parade unnoticed if you hadn't persuaded the residents to cooperate with us.
You are welcome lah, sir.
Why is he only sweet to her?
Even though I only came here a few months ago, I've already gotten pretty close to the residents. So, it was pretty easy to convince everyone. Don't worry about it lah. Besides, the Shehua parade is for everyone, whether they're here to watch or dance. We are always happy to have more people join the celebration. Uncle Joe might be a little stubborn, but you know gala, that's just what he's like.
I'm very
Don't
curious
take
about
it personally.
Can someone tell me how they use it and what does it mean? Is it something that only she says, or is it something of the language that I don't know? I love how it sounds. He turns around, gesturing toward a few unfamiliar faces at the other end of the restaurant.
These guys are arcane detectives and influential people around Chinatown. I told them to all keep an eye out too. There's a saying in Hong Kong, as stupid as the god of longevity who hangs himself. That will be Night Piercer if she comes anywhere near Chinatown.
Oh. We're ready. And then nods before gently shaking his head with a complex expression.
I know everyone here will be grateful if Night Piercer doesn't show up. But then we'll still have a dangerous criminal with an equally dangerous arcane item on the loose. Nothing's more dangerous than an unexploded bomb. I want to eliminate the threat once and for all.
I literally just finished chapter 5. Don't say that. Also, I'm very sorry for the title. I'm very sorry for that. I could have done worse. I restrained myself actually. But let's not joke about this, considering that she said they used a lot of firework in the end scene. And I'm assuming she's recreating the end.
The question is, about that. Will she come? Was the little vigil right?
Can I see her in her pretty clothes? I can? Late last night, Liang knocked on Elden's office door. She had returned from her morning rejection with renewed determination.
The Shehua parade, sir.
At that time, the Division of Arcane Affairs was still brightly lit, with most officers racking their brains to track down Qixing without success. That was when Liang had stormed in with her important collaborator, ignoring the puzzled glance from her colleagues. I love that she's gotten bolder since starting to work here, and slammed a thick stack of reports onto his desk.
Miss Noah isn't like any of Qixing's previous targets. She's much more important. Miss Qixing still can't accept the way Miss Noah ended at Detective CO73.
3, not 2.
That's her motive. The ending consists of 2 major elements, the Shehe parade and the villain who should have been punished. She now sees Noah as that villain, and she's going to attack her at the coming Shehe parade. That will be our chance to arrest her.
The Shehe parade? Do you have any idea what you're suggesting?
The sheer thickness of the report is intimidating. Elden skimmed through it before casting a questioning look at the unexpected visitor Liang had dragged in. The visitor nods.
Don't worry, sir. I'd be happy to cooperate. As fate.
He is also so gutsy. Girlies, I could never.
Asing will come. I promise.
The sound of the back door opening breaks Elden's thoughts. That's a very villainy monologue. It's perfectly fitting for someone that is believed to be the villain by Qixing. He looks up to see Poitier pushing Noir's wheelchair inside, Loggerhead following closely behind.
As far as I can remember, she's never been late to anything.
Chief,
A bit scary.
why aren't you dressed up? I've been looking forward to it all day.
Oh, and she would dressed up. Maybe she's not in the parade.
Wow, so many people. I'll make sure I capture some great memories of this.
Oh, she's so sweet. Noir remains her usual unruffled self, while Poitier teases her colleague, and Loggerhead eagerly looks around. Sorry, I'm gonna check the recording. Everything's fine. Elden sighs and rubs his forehead.
I understand that the festival atmosphere is exciting, but you ladies need to remember that we're not here to celebrate. There's a tough fight ahead of us. Poitier, you sure you're healed up?
You said Poitier. That's why I was confused. Sorry. It's your fault. It was always your fault.
Of course, Chief. You've approved my participation in this operation. It's too late to take it back now.
Elden looks her over. Clearly she's alive and well, but he still carries concern on his face. This man is okay now. It's kind of cute sometimes. It's fine. Don't think about it. Eventually he sighs and nods.
What about Miss Latham? You've been proven innocent, and I heard the Foundation told you to await orders. There's no reason for you to be here.
But Noir is her friend. Elden's words draw everyone's attention to Loggerhead. Her head twitches slightly.
Yeah, but it'd be weird to stay in my room alone when everyone's out here. Don't you think? Anyway, I'm waiting for Scott to wake up from her coma.
Oh.
I want to ask her why she stole from the Foundation and pinned it on me. I need to know what she thinks about me and our friendship.
Sweetie, she was being very mean right before stuff happened. It's very sweet of you to not, leave her alone, even though she said what she said.
If I let you guys do all the work while I just wait in my room, I won't be able to question her without feeling insecure. I know I might not be all that helpful, but I'll do everything I can.
The baby. The camera lens almost seemed to flash with something resembling a plea.
Miss Latham's being modest. As a staff member of the Arcanum Containment Department, she knows how to deal with that film reel better than any of us.
Also right.
She may forget things, but she still has a wealth of knowledge. Her experience might just make the difference between failure and success.
Forgetfulness and intelligence are different. That's why I don't trust anyone that thinks that people with low grades, especially in school, in high school and stuff, I don't trust anyone that thinks that if someone has low grade, they are dumb. Because all of it, all of the grading is based on memorization. They are not teaching you shit, you are just memorizing stuff. Sometimes they're teaching you something. It depends on you, it depends on your brain, it depends on how you function. I never learned shit because memorizing is not a way for me to learn. So.
All right, you've got a point. Miss Latham, Thanks for lending us your expertise.
He's suddenly nice. Why couldn't he be nice? Why couldn't he have been nice with Liang when she just arrived? I would be less mad at him. And then finally nods. Loggerhead lights up.
Great! Just leave it to me. I can deal with the film. I've rewatched all my related memories, so I remember every detail, even down to the scratches on its surface.
Cute. Will Loggerhead officially permitted to join? The final member of the operation team is the last to arrive.
There you are.
There you go! A pretty costume.
Everyone was gone when I left the changing room. I thought something was...
Huh?
What's wrong?
Oh, are they staring?
Wow, the costume fits you so well.
She's baby.
Fancy, whoa. It doesn't even look like a costume. Much fancier than that. You are like the best parade dancer I've ever seen. There's no way the night piercer will spot you. Look at her, Uncle Zhao. So cool, huh?
The Chinatown investigators scrutinize Liang from head to toe before letting out a derisive snort.
Is that the Liang's family ritual dress? Let me see. Good. You're wearing it right. Nice to know that at least some kids remember their traditions. You better not dishonor your family wearing this, kid.
Oh boy.
My thoughts exactly. Everything's in place. You sure you can perform this time, Vigil?
Is that their way of telling her to be careful? I don't know why they would put this pressure on her. Well, I don't know if she thrives under pressure, this is
the
fine.
alley out back's empty. Show us what you got.
Oh. He gestures to the officers, motioning them to line up before Liang. Each officer stands tall and imposing, forming what feels like a solid wall before Liang. Refusing to shy away, she squares her shoulder and meets their gaze head on. I feel like squaring up too.
Yes, sir. I will prove myself to you.
Oh! Is this a fight? I'm just gonna use this.
Skill check complete.
Move carefully.
I didn't bring any tissue, princess, so if you start crying, you'll have to... Wow! Finally I'm fighting the police! I've always wanted this! So if you start crying, you have to wipe your nose on your new uniform. Damn! Back talking. Alright, let's see if I'm up against a powerless little girl or a real challenger. Okay, this actually feels more fair that they are fighting her now that they know that she can handle this. Understood, sir? I will go easy on you. I love her. Okay.
What I'm good at.
What I'm good
Be
at.
careful. My responsibility.
There you go, Chief. Him first. Oh, she should be last because I love her. Okay. What? What did she cure? Because she didn't cure herself for sure. Okay, you first. And if they are she's still alive, here. Oh shit. Well, I forgot she does a mass attack too. Oh, alright, stop. We, or at least I, acknowledge you. Not bad. Good, looks like she wasn't just all talk. Sorry, I did my best to restrain myself. Phew, if this had kept up, we'd have been exhausted before the real suspect even showed up. I love this ending to the fights so much. Oh! After several rounds of trials, Liang remains standing, her expression firm and determined, her gaze burning with resolve. Satisfied, Elden nods.
Looks like I've got nothing to worry about. You ready, kid?
He's such a standard, ruffled man that calls the younger one kids. I like that trope. He was a dick though. I'm struggling because I kind of want to like him, but I also kind of don't want to like him. But I think he's a fine character. He rolls up his sleeve and checks the time on his watch.
Parade's starting soon. I'll go get dressed. The rest of you...
I need to talk to Miss Liang. Could you give us a moment?
Peace
Don't
out.
be late.
Poitier glances at them before following the other back inside. The alley suddenly feels empty. Sorry, I stumbled. Liang waits quietly for Noir to speak, but she never does. She simply stares at the distant lights as if their revelry and noise belong to another world. Disassociating. Eventually, Liang can wait no longer, sorry.
Why me, Miss Noah?
Are we about to get more backstory? I don't wanna cry, guys. At least it's to be continued. I don't wanna cry again. Not as soon as I wake up. Damn, please spare me. We might make it. Surprisingly. The law of causation. Ooh, my favorite. The fruit taken must be returned to their branches. How do you do that? Who's this? It's Blue. Oh, my girl. Not my girl. Our... Oh, CO7? What do we call her? Cheesing and that's it? Okay, nothing. Ah, my back! Shit! I've been sitting for too long. I also have been sleeping weird, honestly. Because the week my sister was away, Bibi wanted to sleep so attached to me that he might as well be inside my skin. And so I was sleeping all crooked, and now my back and my neck are killing me. The cheers and laughter of the Szechuan, I'm gonna read it wrong, be patient, parade echo through the alley, muffled and distant.
You could have just told Eldon about what happened between the three of you. You could have shown him the threatening letter. Maybe then he wouldn't have made the order to shoot the target if necessary.
Oh.
Yes, Miss Qixing has committed multiple assaults, but she hasn't killed anyone.
Well, she tried really hard.
I don't think she deserves to die. So,
I'm gonna
as I
drink,
promised, I will do my best to catch her alive. That being said, if...
You're making me ready while I drink. She takes a deep breath.
If drastic measures have to be taken, I will not hesitate.
Liang's final words are anything but polite. She holds her breath as she awaits Noir's response. After a brief silence, Noir speaks.
Asing was a good actress.
Oh. Liang anticipated all kinds of response from Noir, but not this one.
Huh?
Yes. She was a skilled martial artist with remarkable control over her arcane skill. But that's not what makes a successful actress. Before we'd even start shooting, she'd have everything memorized. Her lines, her movements, even the details of her expression. She'd take as many shots as were necessary to get the scene right. As you know, I was a perfectionist, always taking it too far. Many of my crew quit halfway through my projects. Even Teresa struggled sometimes. She told me more than once that she couldn't do it anymore.
Boy.
Only Asing could keep up with my pace. In fact, she'd often be a few steps ahead. Because she shared my vision. That drive for something better, no matter the cost. She was a good actress indeed.
Thumbnail. No, the other is better. Okay, sorry.
I know that we'll probably never be partners again, but I still don't want her to be treated like this.
Like what? In Liang's memory, Noir was always smiling. Sometimes friendly, sometimes distant, with the mischievousness of a child, or the cunning and unyielding pride of a woman totally in control. But at this moment, when she turns her head, there is no smile. What burns quietly in her eyes is something akin to rage.
You said you were going to figure out the truth. Well, it seems you and I agree that things aren't as simple as they appear. The Arcanum Containment Department's security system should be almost unbreakable. So how is it that Miss Scott, a regular staff member with no special skills, managed to break through it.
But was she a regular staff member? Because her info were restricted.
And why was she selected to go after Miss Latham? What was she about to say before that needle pierced her neck?
I also forgot what she was talking about before that happened, because I was so tired actually.
Ah Sing's actions don't make sense either. After all these years, why has she decided to take revenge now? Is it because she found the film? There are simply far too many coincidences. If one of my writers wrote a script like this, they'd be fired on the spot.
You mean there's something else going on behind all this?
This is their way of telling me that, no, my plot makes sense, please trust the process. That's very fun. Noir gives her a look of approval.
The scene has been staged. I can feel it. The lights, the cameras, the cast, they're all in position. And when the clapperboard claps, the movie will begin.
This little doll is killing me.
And this time, I'm not sitting behind the camera, but in front of it. Miss Liang, I've been holding back. I apologize for that. I hadn't figured out which role you'd play in this movie.
If you're saying this to try to get me to talk about the behind the scenes of my life, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed.
No, of course not. You got me wrong.
I love that she follows. She waves her hand dismissively, her expression light, but her eyes still blazing.
I'm a director. I don't act in movies made by others. Ah Sing, Miss Latham, Miss Scott. The camera's focused on them too. But none of us know where the story will go.
Something stirs in Liang's chest.
You mean Miss Qixing's being manipulated?
Makes sense. Also must be a bit spooky. Noir seems like someone who likes being in control all the time. Now she doesn't have shit to control.
I've considered that possibility, but who's the one behind the camera? What do they want?
All I know is that if Ah Sing continues down this path, there will be no happy ending for her.
Did I see someone else? I think all of the actors, all of the characters are playing their parts. There is no one left out I could suspect. So maybe it's someone that I didn't meet yet in the story, or like in this event in general.
I understand that she's trying to reach something she's always strived for, but whoever's orchestrating this won't let her get it. I've done that to her before, and it was a huge mistake. I won't let that happen again.
What are you going to do?
Noir smiles.
Since coming to Hollywood, there's one thing I found difficult to accept. The producers always stick to the script. They're obsessed with it. Changes are incredibly rare. But that's not how we do it in Hong Kong. The script's finished, and so what? Things will always come up during shooting. You have to be flexible if you want to make truly great art.
I love that.
If a moment of inspiration were to strike me and I weren't allowed to add it to the movie, then you may as well just kill me there.
Liang takes a moment to understand all this.
You want to change the script?
Precisely. But we have a small issue.
Noir gestures to her legs, resting on the wheelchair.
As you can see, I'm not exactly ready to jump to my feet and into the action. I'm better at working behind the camera than I am in front of it. So, I need a protagonist.
There you are.
One who's as eager as I am to change the script and find that perfect ending. Are you interested?
He has beautiful nails, by the way, sorry, I just noticed. She reaches her hand out to Liang.
It would be an honor.
And Liang takes it in her own. Oh.
Attention, attention please. Noir will be shooting a movie during the Shahua parade as planned. Let's go over the plan one more time. Group A will hide among the cast. Group B, cameramen. And Group C, you're in the crowd. Once Xixing appears, close in and arrest her as soon as possible. Got it. They're all set too. Good. Everyone, take your positions.
I like this. I like this a lot. Please don't make me cry. I love where this is going though. Cutscene? I expect that to be continued. Fun, fun, fun! Oh, beautiful. Maybe this should be the thumbnail. Maybe I can just slice it and put the photo into...
All right, Noor. The time has come. This will be our final scene.
Oh. Oh.
Huh?
What the heck?
What's going on? That light's so bright.
Whoa. I'm feeling kinda dizzy.
Is that how you use it?
I'm scared.
That arcane fluctuation. It's from reunion of the Three Swallows. But how did she?
How did she? How does it work, this thingy, this relic thingy? I'm puzzled. None, but actually some. Non-weaknesses, but actually some, indeed. Oh, sorry. The art for the cards is always so pretty. I'm gonna keep this in because I'm OP anyway.
Stay behind me. I'll keep us safe.
What are those twisted shadows? Ah, they're swarming all over. Sob! Don't be afraid, child. Here, stand behind me. Stay calm, everyone. This is just a new parade performance. Oh. I'm also confused like you.
Please lend me your power. Please stay behind me. Just another shift.
Just another shift. I should have attacked the one that's gonna attack next. Why did they do this?
My responsibility.
Oh, never mind.
These sheets are my wings.
Only one wave. They really wanted to make it quick. Wow, if I weren't this OP, these attacks would actually suck. This is gonna suck in other stages. Or other content.
强梁既出，王有不为。
Oh, it's done. I can feel it. The source of these malevolent spirits is nearby. Wait, is that Xixing?
That one even has help us waking up an old factory man.
I love the at the end. Ooh. The lights on the other side of the street blur, polluting the night sky, turning it into a swirling mess. It's as if everything in sight has been tossed onto a painter's palette and smeared and blended. All definition has been lost.
What's happening?
Is this part of the parade? How'd they do that?
Wait!
Spooky as fuck. I would panic too.
Stand back.
A young officer rushes forward, positioning herself between the unknown monster and the Chinatown resident.
Head down!
Officers head down?
Easy.
Thank you. They teach you that in Hong Kong?
That thing's nothing like the critter you're used to dealing with. What were you thinking rushing like that? You're totally out of your league.
Oh, sorry.
I was about to attack. What else was I supposed to do?
They are helping. They don't know how to help, but they're helping at least now. He swallows whatever snarky remark he had planned, instead looking around at the eerie figures shifting in the shadows.
They look like ghosts, but there's something different about them.
They look digital.
Little Hunter, can
They
that
look like
machine
glitches.
of yours tell us what they are?
1 second, Uncle Zhao. Lily's working on it.
I think in her back, Lily. She called her Lily last time in the trailer. Under the bewildered gaze of the officer, the young ghost hunter human-headed Lily. Human-headed Lily? Let's out a chilling eerie laugh. Anna's expression changes.
What? You mean that was a living man's soul?
Oh, what? Living? How are they alive?
I've got confirmation that this thing's covering the whole of Chinatown. Comms are down, and we can't seem to leave either.
Arcane humanoids spotted in all directions. Don't seem to be critters of the beyond. Must be some kind of arcane creation. They're everywhere and immune to regular bullets. Arcane skills and specialized bullets break them apart for a while, but then their bodies just morph back together. No casualties so far, but people are panicking. What do we do, Chief?
Me.
Sorry, not my type.
That was hot. sorry. The specialized bullets. Why do I? It's fine. There's no time to analyze my preferences. The specialized bullets successfully repel the shadowy beings, but their supply is limited. Eden has to fall back, yelling into his chameleon comm as he does so.
Everyone keep calm. Groups A and C, protecting the public is your top priority. These things seem to follow anything that moves. Lure them away. Miss Lee, Mr. Joe, gather as many civilians as you can and guide them to a safe place.
He expected the private investigator to fire back with his usual sarcasm, but to his surprise, he responds immediate and to the point.
No problem. They know us. I'm sure we'll be able to calm them down. I'll tell them they are special effects. They all know that a movie was being shot here. That should help. At least long enough to get them to safety. That means you guys are gonna have to figure this out yourselves. Show me what you've got. Arcane affairs.
We won't let you down.
Well, we got someone that can exorcise these. He takes another deep breath, filling his body with renewed strength.
Group B, hold your positions. Target's probably trying to distract us with these monsters. What's your status? Report immediately.
This is Portier. Same thing's happening at the rear of the parade. Noir is fine, though.
Okay.
Keep it that way. The rest of you keep your eyes peeled. The target could appear at any time. Camerahead, any idea what's going on?
I love these effects. I love also the little radio thingy to make it look like they're talking through the radio. There is no sprite, there is just a line. Very cool. Camerahead. The Arcanum Containment Department employee is the person most likely to understand the current anomaly.
I think Chinatown's been sealed inside an arcane barrier created by the film. There's nothing in the records about this, but these arcane fluctuations are definitely from the film.
What about those ghost things? I don't remember the file saying it could spawn spirits out of thin air.
Well, I don't know. Reunion of the Three Swallows can play and record, that's for sure. But even if its power has been enhanced somehow, it probably wouldn't develop a completely unrelated ability.
You are right, because it's not unrelated.
Oh. Anna's voice crackled through the communicator. Even the usually carefree ghost hunter sounds a little tense.
Remember the film's victims? Part of them was taken away by its record ability. What they lost was part of their spiritual energy and memories. They are Saman Tapa, or 3 souls and 7 spirits.
Huh?
These monsters are actually the Saman Tapa of the victims.
In the film, the victims of... remember the film's victims. The film's victims? The victims in the movie? Or the victim in the victim of the real?
They're the victim's spiritual energy? But how did the film do that?
Maybe I'll understand with the context. The chilling appearance of the phantoms makes it difficult to connect them with what An has declared them to be.
I'm not sure, but Lily's never wrong. So, let's not try to eliminate these things.
Oh.
Or the victims will never get their Sawan Tapak back.
The victim of the real, okay. Anna's voice, transmitted through the DA communicator, reaches Liang's ear.
Essentially, she's holding everyone in Chinatown hostage. We certainly weren't expecting that.
Oh. Pretty. Cannot use it though. Liang's look at the figure standing just a few meters away. The frightened clowns? The frightened crowd clings to their family and friends, frantic and scared. Okay, sorry, I heard the doorbell. And those who are alone gather with others near the dim glow of the shop fronts in search of any semblance of warmth and reassurance. Cannot read, sorry, I was focusing on something else. On the doorbell. They have no way of knowing that the one responsible for all this is standing just a few steps away.
I didn't want it to come to this. This was between me and Noor, but you just couldn't leave it alone, could you? So here we are. Sounds like you already know what this film reel is capable of. Good. Saves me the trouble of explaining it. Now, bring me Noor.
So what was our secret plan that I don't know? Question mark. I'm so bothered by this part of my hair that is so straight. It looks like extension. With all the trouble that I went to for growing all of this hair, why do they look like extension? It's fine. Oh! Truthful exchange. People just can't resist sharing their hearts with strangers. Listen intently. Oh? You know, I've shared so many of my stories with you. Why don't you tell me some of yours? Directors are always on the lookout for good materials. I'm curious about your past. They say you're a once-in-a-generation talent. The one who summoned Shan Liang, I think, the Shadow Beast, that hadn't answered the Liang family skull in 300 years. That was all just a misunderstanding. Oh? The day I summoned Xiang Liang, I learned its name and glimpsed its memory. Centuries ago, Xiang Liang was gravely injured during its last summoning, and has been recovering ever since. That's why it hasn't answered the Liang family's call, I just happened to summon it when it was finally healed. My family thought Xiang Liang chose me, so they placed high expectations on me. But I'm not chosen one, I'm just lucky. Does your family know about this? No, I never told them. I did not want to disappoint them. Baby! Complete. Damn, finally the fight! I'm in time! How much time do I got? Usually it's here 1 hour. Do I have only 1 hour? I think I only... Let's go! Quick! quick! Fast dilemma. Between what people see and what they judge. Okay, big fight. I have to remember it, so I don't pick a scraggly team by accident. What big monster am I fighting? A big ghost?
Target spotted. I repeat, target spotted.
Within moments of plainclothes officer words, the arriving police evacuate the crowd and seize off the street. The officers form an impenetrable barrier, trapping both the target and Liang inside. They stand in a face-off.
What's going on? Who are they?
Movie stuff, don't worry. The bystanders are off into fervent speculation, not a. Deputy Chief Elden steps into the containment zone.
Impressive, Night Piercer. This is a whole new level, even for you. Tell me, what did you pull to take control of that film reel?
I didn't pull anything, officer. It chose to fulfill my wish. That's all.
I call bullshit. Hello? Without warning, an excruciating... Not the... Ringing, it's fine. Without warning, an excruciating sharp noise tears through her skull, mine too, sending waves of vertigo crashing over her. For several agonizing seconds, she can hear nothing but the distant groan of the officers and bystanders suffering alongside her. It's a fight just to stay upright. When the assault on her senses finally subsides, Is it gone? I still hear it in my ears. The first thing she registered is a voice coming from her communicator.
Something bad's happening.
The urgency in the officer's voice sets Liang's nerves on edge, but then her tone shifts.
Maybe it's good. Those things, they stopped moving. They're not attacking anymore.
Don't know if it's good, actually.
You kidding?
Liang and Elden exchange a puzzled glance before scanning their surroundings. The shifting shadows have indeed stopped moving, and the reason is obvious. Their weary gaze turned to their target. She's standing calmly in the middle of the street, unfazed by the array of loaded firearms aimed directly at her. Sorry, someone keeps using the doorbell. If you hear it, no, you don't.
I never wanted to get innocent people involved. As I said before, this is between me and Noor. Now, may I see my dear old friend? If you're worried about her safety, the little vigil can tag along.
Nuh-uh. Liang and Elden exchange a look.
It's too dangerous. We've already put Noir at considerable risk, but pushing her right into the hands of a criminal, I don't think so. We can't put a civilian in danger like that. Besides, why would Xing let you go with her? You're walking right into a trap.
Because she saw she can use the kitty?
Trap or not, I'm afraid we don't have much choice.
Her voice isn't loud, but in this high-tension standoff, its slow and measured cadence feels completely out of place. Poitier pushes Noir's wheelchair forward, placing her squarely in the spotlight.
Poitier, what are you doing? I told you to hold position.
Noir raises a hand, smiling as she cuts off Elden's raging fury.
Please don't blame Officer Poitier, sir. I forced her to bring me here.
What? What the hell are you thinking?
It's time I put an end to all of this.
We have a plan, right?
No need to worry, officer. Our reliable vigil will keep me safe, isn't that right?
Yes, of course. I will ensure Miss Noah's safety, Chief. Leave it to me.
Good baby. Elden studies Liang's face for a moment before shifting his gaze to Xing. At last, he relents.
Keep the target in check, Liang.
On it. Keeping his eyes on the target, he leans in close to Liang's ear and issues a low word.
James and the others are working on how to break this barrier we're in. Camerahead and that ghost hunter are helping them. Stay calm. We want to resolve this peacefully if possible. Haven't forgotten what you learned in negotiation class, have you?
Of course not, sir. I got straight A's.
Of course he did. Poitier takes Liang's other side and rests a firm hand on her shoulder.
Guard up, rookie, and straighten your back.
I love it.
I get why you want to wear this outfit, but you can get things done with or without it. Isn't that right, partner?
They redeem themselves so well. I was so mad at the start, and now I kind of love him. I love her for sure. She's like my wife now.
Right, man. I won't fail.
He's so lovely. Before pulling away, Poitier gives Liang her usual rough pat on the back, but somehow it causes Liang's stiffness to melt away. It's so cute. Taking a steadying breath, she moves to Noir's side.
Let's go, Director. Time for the final scene.
Oh. Parade! Sorry. Accompanied by Liang, Noir wheels into the distorted world before them. It's as if a surreal nightmare is unfolding before their eyes.
Look around you, Noir. Look at what we've done.
You! Only you! Xing's gaze wanders over the bleeding lights and flickering shadows around her as she scrutinizes the cracks and distortion in this twisted realm unleashed by the cursed film reel. Maybe they kind of did the film reel that she's saying, because they allegedly, their friend too, allegedly do this film. But her expression holds no trace of admiration.
This is what her film, the very last work of our dearest friend, looks like now. Tainted, twisted, and wicked. All this is proof of our guilt. The blood on our hands.
So, what are you going to do about it? Teresa's never coming back. She's dead.
Noir doesn't shy away from the word, though a note of sorrow lingers in her tone. She says it with a certain cold detachment.
And you, playing hero, punishing those you deem evil. Does that make you feel better? You kill me and then what? Kill yourself?
I fear this is the plan.
That's how you'll atone for your failures. Forgive my bluntness, but how laughably naive you are.
Noir's voice has an uncharacteristic sharpness to it, but Chasing shows no sign of wavering under scrutiny. Instead, she smiles.
Atone for my
Perfect on the
failures?
street? Sorry.
You're way off. You're right about one thing, though. She is gone. The person who cared for me more than anyone in the world. Dead. When she gave me a shoulder to lean on, I pushed her away. I left her to die alone and in pain. How could I ever atone for that? How could I ever expect her to forgive me? How selfish of me to even ask for that.
Liang furrows her brow in suspicion.
Then why can't you let it go? CO7 is the hero who brings the happy ending, no matter what she's faced with. What you are doing now is anything but that.
Tell him. You are being
the
out of
hero
character.
who brings a happy ending, no matter what she's faced with. That's what I said in the behind-the-scenes interview of CO7 too. I'm surprised you even remember that.
He's a true fan. After a brief pause, she smiles again.
But there'll be no happy ending for me. You probably heard that. After she died, I starred in a few movies with other directors. But they all went south. Not because they weren't commercially successful or popular, but because I couldn't shake that feeling of disgust. I'd never felt that playing CO7. The cameras, the boom mics, the spotlights, the sight of them made me want to throw up, scream, do anything to run away from it all. Eventually,
did you seek help?
I retired from acting. But that sense of disgust never left me. It haunted me wherever I went, when I kept asking myself, why is this happening to me? Why can't I just act? Why? Day and night, I wrestled with these questions. Until one day, I found the answer.
Her gaze burns with intensity, and yet it carries a bone-chilling coldness. It is fixed firmly upon Noir.
It all began with a dire mistake. One that needs to be corrected.
Okay, shift the blade then. Hey! Silver needles streak through the air in a sudden downpour.
Miss Noah, get back!
Fight! Yes, fight! Wee! Balance mode! My favorite! Okay, so... You can have one helper in this battle? What does it mean? So... What? Did you not swallow? Is the name of the boss? Should I... like... actually have a team? This is a team, but it's not the weakness, technically. Do I care? Let me try, and then if I fail, I will use Lucy. Like I always do.
I wasn't wrong about you after all.
Oh boy. It's a big ghost for reals.
All our countless choices have led up to this moment. But not all of those choices were made willingly. No. Some of us had no choice but to fight over scraps in the dark corners of society. This time, though, it is my choice, my own will. And I'm fortunate to have you playing opposite me.
He always needed a therapist more than a job. But I guess you cannot get a therapist without a job. Money.
I can see it in your eyes. You're not playing the role of a hero or an officer. You're yourself and nothing less.
What about you? Is playing the role of a murderous villain really what you want?
He's a murderous hero.
The answer to that is yours to find out, Little Vigil.
Stay behind me. I'll keep us safe.
Claim she was hot. Okay, all enemies periodically launch powerful attacks on target, holding focus. Use steel frame strategically to evade the attacks. What the fuck? Okay, I don't know what that is.
Be careful. You won't get away.
What is NG shot?
These sheets on my wings.
Should I be scared? Also, I'm not gonna cut
I don't get it.
that much.
Stay away from me.
She's not doing that much damage right now. Okay,
A word
chilling.
of warning. Don't leave your friends stranded. Their lives are in your hands.
That's a lot of responsibility. Actually, yes, help your friends, but help your friends seek help. Because you should not be responsible fully for someone's mental health. You can be there for them. Sorry, because this is misleading. She's right, but also that's dangerous. You can help them seek help. You can be there for them, but you should not shoulder the whole responsibility for their mental health. Because that will ruin you. Just a kind word that maybe would help someone. Okay. Sorry. I heard it and I couldn't. Let's do this so they merge. Oh, I should have well. Bang! Is there a second phase? There isn't anything here. What's the 40%? I'm so scared.
Oh, be careful. Oh, it's a bubble.
Okay.
Ouch.
We're not dying. But is it because Fatutu is clearly very powerful? Or what is this? Look at this. The gold powder is beautiful. Is this what it does? The tiger thingy? The ulti? So fun. Okay. Better, I think.
Please stay behind me.
Just another shift.
Just another shift. Beep.
Given that
Boop.
it could be found.
Given that. Their voice lines. In every game, the voice lines are my favorite thing. To just repeat non-stop whenever. Me just making dinner. Given that.
Oh, it's a bubble.
Oh. What was that?
I've been waiting for this.
Second phase, please don't hurt me.
Get the camera rolling more. At last I'll get the ending I always wanted.
Looks like there's no stopping you.
In that case, I'll make you stop.
My little hero. Beautiful, fantastic. Eh? That's focus. I fear that's focus. I am actually afraid. Give me a sec. What do we got? Better. I think it's better.
Yes, you want me to? Given that,
I'm gonna attack.
it could be found.
It could be found.
Higher than a
I forgot it does that.
and deep in the clouds.
Beautiful.
We'll find our home one day.
Sorry, I zoned out.
You are not welcome here.
You won't get
How
away.
much does the ulti last?
Time to check my calculation.
Is this the counter for the ulti turn? I don't know. Or is it the boost? Should I buffer again? I already did it? No way. No way. I said it wrong this time. You said it cheesing.
Stop this feudal resistance and face reality. No matter how hard you try, you can't change the past.
No, Little Vigil. This isn't my curtain call.
Not face. Not face.
Watch out, Liang.
Not a face.
Even as tough as waking up an old factory man.
That weren't even tough, like waking up an old factory man. She's right.
Ammo's running low, sir.
I just have good units, I guess.
They must be gaining power from this area we're in.
I want to see this, sorry. I hope you don't need those things. Oh, okay, at least she then shoot them back.
I hate you, Noor. You were born with a silver spoon and exceptional talent.
You had talent too.
You took everything for granted.
Not the spoon,
you looked
though.
down on everyone else. I've always hated you.
Damn.
Miss Noor, hold on!
Oh shit.
That was close.
They're beautiful. They're so pretty. Oh my god!
Miss Hihi, is this really what you want to do?
They're so
Are you
baby.
really going to kill Miss Noah? You have to stop! This is completely meaningless.
Meaningless?
He's not ending well.
No.
Fuck.
This is exactly what needs to happen. Every story must have an ending after all. The past has held me prisoner for far too long.
That's your problem, not theirs.
I need an ending, a conclusion.
A shame
so
I cannot use this
leave it behind
as
me.
thumbnail.
Only then can I reach my
It's
perfect
beautiful though.
grand finale.
I hope you don't die and receive therapy instead.
Impossible. You didn't chant the incantation.
Wow,
This
she
time,
didn't.
I won't hesitate. You're my inspiration, Miss Hihi.
Oh.
Like the countless kids who were once lost. I found myself in CO7, and that's exactly why I have to stop you.
His baby.
降阳既出，王有不为，
But she's not in there.
杀生就小节不祥。
This will end well. Right? This is what we want. Right? Oh, okay, I think we have an hour or less. Less than an hour. 50 minutes maybe. To do 3 parts. Quickly. Inside the film, a newly born consciousness formed from fragments within a chaotic sea of thoughts. Review. If only I wasn't this slow at reading. Wait, no, it's not this one. Real one, scene 24, shot 9, take 3. Writer, I cannot read her name, but it is Teresa. In description, an old house contested by his own sister is reduced to ruin in a fire. Covered in ash, the three lie amidst the rumble, drinking beer. Oh, is this the film bought from a convenience store? And gazing out at the sunrise. I must finish this film. The film must be finished. Only then can I be whole. At that scene, an old woman drops her cane, crying tears of joy. I'm cured. My family won't need to spend money anymore. A classic technique, blending social issues with sentimentality. At that scene, a man kneels, crying out, I'll kill that con artist. I'll avenge my mom. A perfect emotional outburst for the film midpoint. This is... Oh, this is the spirit that possessed the man at the start. At that scene, a woman paces in a room after watching the film's teaser. Matters, this isn't your usual work. The real has absorbed your hatred. It tricks of malice. I'm not like the others. I believe sinners must be punished. This time I'll ensure your film has a perfect ending. Purging sin with death. That's perfect. Just right for the finale. Or maybe not. These are the people, maybe, that the film possessed, like the victims. Bye, Papa! Okay, sorry. Until the light fades, the final spark in their eyes, fading slowly. She dead? I don't know. Their eyes. It's a freebie because we're done with fights, I think. Hopefully they're short, like 1 hour short, combined, all 3 of them, the last ones. Because that's what we have, only 1 hour. Yay! yeah. Pretty! Sorry. A brilliant flash splits the darkened sky in two, and 1,000 roars scatter the shadows. All fear and unease are forgotten in an instant. Every head turns to the place where the lightning struck to see a colossal beast standing in solemn majesty, yes. The crowd falls silent. Then a single young voice cries out.
Honey, look! It's Qiangliang!
Hihi. Oh, so cute! The child has a lantern excitedly.
It's just like the painting on my lantern!
It's the same, exactly the same. The paper-crafted beast bears a little resemblance to the mighty guardian towering in the distance. Yet something in its stern, round-eyed face carries something of its righteous spirit. As the crowds shift their gaze between the small paper lanterns and the guardian, their voices finally return.
You're right! It's the legendary Sindao beast! Look!
Sindao?
It
I
has
read
the
it
tail
wrong.
of a snake and the head of a tiger! Just like the illustrations!
Has the legendary Qiangliang come to save us? Does that mean that girl is this Zhengzi?
What are you two yapping about? 显道 beast? 正直? Those are just fairy tales. Didn't Mr. Zhou say this was all part of a film shoot?
Good excuse, perfect excuse.
That's right. I told you this was all for a movie. Why don't you guys believe me?
Oh, come on! You're always full of hot air. That said, there's no way this is real. It must just be some fancy special effects. So, I'll believe you this once.
Wait,
Thanks.
so all those things were fake? I almost freaked out when those ghosts came out. Their costumes and makeup were so real looking. Man, am I glad I came to Chinatown. This parade's been insane. I gotta take more photos.
I hope they come out right. The fear that once filled their hearts gradually fades. Those who understand the truth exchange knowing smiles.
Wow! That's Qiangliang, huh? Looks totally awesome! I heard that a descendant of the 12th Zhengzi joined the Fiju's bureau, but this is the first time I've ever seen Qiangliang in action!
Looks like they got that actor lady under control. Now all we need to do is grab that cursed film reel and break the barrier. And the victims will be sane again. It'll be happily ever after for everyone.
Please, why are you interrupting yourself? What's happening? Wow. Before she can finish speaking, her optimistic prediction is ruthlessly overturned.
What boy? This again?
What's going on? Didn't they finish the job?
Apparently not. An anomaly even greater than the last crashes down upon them. Startled cry rise from the crowd.
Look! iPhone! Something's wrong with it!
What? That. Something is very wrong indeed. What was assumed to be a mere optical distortion is now starting to seep into tangible reality. It is undeniably interfering with the physical world.
Is that archway melting?
Oh.
It kinda looks like a burning piece of film.
Burning? They look at each other, finding the same alarm in each other's faces.
Wait, the barrier was created by that spooky film reel, right? Then, this means
It's falling apart. We need to get out of here.
Ow! Can you?
Get everyone away from the edges of the barrier. The further they are from those twisting buildings, the better.
Understood. But what the hell is going on? I thought you had the target locked down.
Kind of.
We do, but clearly this isn't over yet. Miss Latham, anything you can do?
Yes, sir, but I'll need a few of your men.
Oh, what can you do?
I can use the containment incantation they taught me at work. But I don't think it'll hold for long.
Just do your best.
They trimmed them well.
In the meantime, we'll eliminate the problem at the source.
Eden's furious gaze lands on Qixing.
All right, Qixing. Whatever you're doing with
I
the
said it
reel,
wrong.
stop it now! Or I'll make you stop it!
Even the white man says he's better than me. Hey?
I'm not doing anything.
What? She stands, her head a few feet away, her body slumped against the wall behind her. As she barely managed to stay upright, she forced a crooked smile.
It's the film reel. It's reached its limit.
From her coat, she's gonna sacrifice herself. No, please, let's not think about it. From her coat, she pulls out the object responsible for all this chaos. Chaos is Italian. Ed Liang not only held the film reel herself, she might not have recognized it at all.
The reunion of the three swallows. What's happening to it? Wait, there's something else here.
What?
No doubt about it. Evil spirits. An insane number of them.
Inside? Where? An shoves through the crowd, rushing to Chising's side. With just one glance at the film reel, her face goes pale. Upon hearing An's words, Liang's expression darkens.
So you think so too? We had a similar encounter at the city hall not long ago. Mr. Wong must have lost some of his spiritual energy to the film reel, leaving his body open to wandering evil spirits. Since then, I've suspected that...
Tell me. The uneasy speculation lodges in her throat, but An voices it out for her.
Of course! I should have realized earlier!
Can you voice it out for me too? I don't understand. The ghost hunter lets out a long protruded sigh, then furrows her brow in thought. Her expression growing increasingly grim.
Obviously, evil spirits would be attracted to the film reel. It's like leaving a pot of honey in front of a wasp's nest.
So it's attracting them? It's not only containing them?
It's a wandering spirit's favorite meal. So with the number of souls scattered in the film reel, it's like a total feast. All that evil spiritual energy must have the film reel bursting at the seams.
Anna scanned her surroundings. Alarm in her eyes, the collapse is approaching fast. It's as if reality itself is about to be swallowed whole. Yet neither Liang or An can see a single wandering evil spirit. A sudden realization strikes Liang, her gaze snaps to Chising. But upon seeing her, her eyes widen in shock. Is she contained?
Your hand!
Yeah, she's good. Maybe.
I must admit.
Yeah. Deep jagged cracks have spread across the entire film reel and climbed up to Chising's hand and arm like sinister veins.
The film reel isn't the only thing at its limit. I can't hold on much longer.
The vessel containing Xiangliang, strapped around Liang's waist, starts to shudder. To Xiangliang, the malevolent energy emanating from Chising must be eradicated.
What does that mean?
A thought flashes through Liang's mind.
Could it be that the film reel has been out of control since the beginning?
That depends on how you define the beginning.
Yeah, where is the beginning? What is the beginning? What? Even though Chising, I'm gonna say it right, for once, avoids answering, Liang knows she's right. Scattered pieces of puzzles find their place, and finally the picture begins to form a whole.
Since the moment Miss Latham played the cursed film, people have started to suffer from mental disorders. But if you think about it, the sequence of events doesn't make sense. There were only 5 victims of the film incident in Hong Kong 8 years ago. But this time, the number of victims was growing rapidly. That was until you got involved, Miss Qixing. Ever since you took possession of the film reel, only a small number of specific people have been targeted. We thought you were exploiting the reel's power to carry out your vigilantism, but in truth, you were trying to control the reel by limiting its victims to those you deemed as villains.
Oh, that's why she only started then. Though disbelief still colors her voice, her words are not a question. Elden and the others stare. caught between shock and suspicion. As they turned toward the woman they assumed was the true culprit.
Is that true?
You flatter me, little Vigil. I simply didn't want her legacy to become a tool of evil.
Aww.
That was never her intention.
Now I like the characterization of this character better. I was like, the motive is a bit weak. Not super weak, but a bit. But now it's fixed.
So
now it's better.
That's why you did all this? You wanted us
I love
all
this
at the
plot
parade
twist.
because you were losing control of the real?
This fucking rocks. What?
But isn't your goal to kill Miss Noah? Was that also a setup?
Probably not, right?
If the film reel wasn't part of your plan, then what was?
You can't excuse all of her crimes by saying, was this a setup? Were you faking it? She did try to kill people. A conclusion she herself unstated raised surfaces in her mind too many S's, and she realizes more S's, she made a critical error.
Miss Qixing still can't accept the way Miss Noah ended Detective CO73. That's her motive.
Yeah, it was a weak motive, that's what I thought.
The ending consists of two major elements. The Shehua parade
but
and
maybe
the
it's the
villain
same.
who should have been punished.
But some added.
She now sees Noah as that villain.
No, I think she sees herself as the villain. Might it be?
Noah isn't the villain, is she? In your perfect grand finale, the villain you intend to kill at the parade is none other than yourself.
Okay, makes sense.
It's a good ending for everyone. The big bad finally gets her comeuppance.
He wants to get killed though, because she attacked Noir to get attacked. Or so people will defend her and she will end it for herself.
And who better fits the role than me?
This is the grand finale you want to have? But why does it have to end like this?
Because this is the way it has to be. When a drop of ink falls onto paper, no matter how hard you wipe, it can never be spotless again.
Am I euthanizing you? Or whatever it is the word in English? This assistant cutting of your life? Assisted, yes. I don't know how to say it in English. I didn't consent to this.
People say that every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. What garbage. Some mistakes can never be forgiven.
What happened to He Jun was an accident. You shouldn't blame yourself for her death. It wasn't your fault.
Her death is so fishy too. Oh, babies.
But it was my fault.
I'm sorry.
It was my stubbornness, my selfishness that pushed my dear friend, who really, truly cared for me, toward the cliff. How can someone like me carry the title of CO7? I don't deserve to stand in the spotlight ever again. Punishing those equally despicable pieces of scum made me feel better for a while, but it didn't last.
I think this is because technically her and Noir would have the same kind of blame and should have the same kind of guilt. But she is kind of, I think she's mad at Noir, but she doesn't want her to die, she wants to die herself. So this is like, she doesn't hate Noir as much as she hates herself, and that's so sad. In their self-esteem and like kind of delusion in thinking that she is this big evil person is so heartbreaking.
That sickening feeling inside, that disgust in myself, it wouldn't stop. I looked everywhere for a way to heal it. But then I realized.
So maybe she did try to heal. Didn't work.
That the biggest piece of scum was me.
Are you open to objective view from the outside from someone that it isn't you? Qixing looks up at the sky and lets out a long breath. For the first time, her expression softens, as if she has finally released a burden. And within her eyes, something new flickers. Hope.
The answer was so simple. I can hardly believe it took me so long to see it. And now, it's time to put an end to this nauseating nightmare.
Liang cannot understand it.
No, you're being too harsh on yourself.
Yeah.
Hejun doesn't blame you. I'm certain of it.
Quit it, Vigil. Look around you. Can you still claim that I'm not to blame?
I am so scared. I'm hoping she can save her hero like her hero saved her, but I don't know if it looks good.
Well, I can. And let me tell you, Teresa was much stronger than you say she was.
Liang turns to see Poitier helping Noir back into the wheelchair. Her wheelchair.
Yes, Teresa would cry often, but that made her no less determined of an artist. And before long she'd be at my door saying, I made some edits. Take a look.
What a mood. Cries often but stands back up.
You know that's what she was like. Do you seriously think she gave up dreams, her life, just because of a few harsh words?
Yeah, I told you, the death is fishy.
No, I could never have a coward like that as a partner.
Bro! Noir's face is twisted in a fury Liang has never seen before. It sets a fire in the woman beneath her glare, making her frown in turn.
Whatever you say. Director or not, you can't tell me what to do anymore.
Or what to feel, I guess.
I will have this ending. Come on, officers. Finish the job. I'd do it myself if I had the strength.
Jesus. Her voice is unwavering.
I've learned a lot these past years. If you want to save this city, you'll have to kill me.
I don't think that's the...
Those spirits will disappear.
Weirdo.
And everything will be back to normal.
Will they? Is that actually how it works? We don't know.
A perfect grand finale, isn't it? So what are you waiting for?
Because we're not looking for an ending, Bish. We're looking for justice.
So it's come to this.
Happy sit back down.
Has it?
Be a good boy, please. And then God damn it. And then swears under his breath as he reaches for the gun at his waist. Qixing watches on, seemingly pleased.
Wait, sir!
Lightning shoots through Liang's body. Her feet, once nailed to the ground, suddenly feels weightless. She steps forward.
There's no guarantee that things will play out like Miss Qixing said.
Yep.
Please, let me try something. After all, exorcism is mine and Qiangliang's specialty.
This is more sensible.
Wait, what are you?
You are staying alive. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry actually to go against your will. But also, maybe you're fixable. I can fix her. Okay, I can fix her. Before either Elden or Qixing can react, the film reel is already in Liang's grasp. She's so fast.
Liang!
You out of your mind or something?
He's an exorcist. Let her do their things.
There are a huge number of evil entities bound within it. And this is probably the most formidable opponent Qiangliang and I have ever faced. But I must confront this challenge. Not to protect the honor of my family or to mimic CO7 either. But because I want to. Because it's right. Every story has an ending. And I must act to create the best one for everyone. Sorry, I don't have any flower words or clever arguments. But if you're willing to help me, please, Qiangliang, heed my call.
Oh. There we are! Oh, they're so babies, so powerful, so cool. It's lovely.
This is good. Is this the best I get?
Nah. The best you can, not the best the baby can. Oh! Why is it so cute? It has blood on it. But it's so cute. Oh! Hello? Oh, I'm gonna read it later because it's gonna skip so fast, sorry.
12摄提神请愿，得巫武之礼，降服恶兽，收为己用，更名为显道兽。然而，
The same thing at the beginning, maybe.
庇护的范围终究有限。
Yes.
其实，人间仍有诸多邪祟诡异肆虐，非人力所能敌。但那时的百姓们却从未放弃过抵抗。 因为他们知道，只要心怀希望，到最后一刻，显道手必将现身，逐除恶鬼，还人间一片太平。
香料 ，No!
What's happening? The kid is gonna get hurt and it's gonna be not summonable for a while, maybe. Chomp? You gonna chomp that? Please don't explode. It exploded! My kitty! The fuck? Well, at least it is not killable. But I bet she cannot use the kitty for a while. If not for generations. That sucks. Why can I use the kitty in the fight, though? To be continued. Sorry. That was a poor rage. Oh, okay. We're gonna go straight to it. Rescreen. Rescreen of what? Of who? Of... But you'll always love the story, for it remains there, unchanged. A freebie. And we're gonna speed right to it, because we have, like, 30 minutes left for the event to be available. Oh, if I cannot do the last one, I will react to it, by the way. Oh, sorry. The storm clouds gradually disperse, and sunlight steams into the world. In the corner, the television broadcasts a news report.
Last night, the Chinatown Shuhu Parade drew hundreds, as tourists and locals gathered for the Eastern spectacle. These photos, shared by an enthusiastic tourist, show the enormous holographic images that were created on site using arcane skills to present a stunning performance of the Chinese folktale Zhang Liang's exorcism. The event has been deemed a well-organized success, with many promising to attend again next year. Locals have expressed their thanks.
Can we keep up next year?
One spokesperson said, "It's been wonderful to share our culture with people from all around the world. Chinatown is always ready to welcome new friends from both near and far."
That's so sweet.
In other news, the arcane vigilante Night Piercer, who has perpetrated dozens of attacks across the city, has been apprehended by the DAA. Night Piercer was revealed to be Qi Xing, a former Hong Kong movie star. Some members of the public have expressed continued support for the vigilante due to the questionable backgrounds of her victims. Deputy Chief Eldon of the Division of Arcane Affairs gave his response.
Vigilante justice is incredibly dangerous to our society. No individual has the right to bypass the law and enact their judgment on others.
I like vigilantes though. It depends on the vigilante, but I'm not against it.
Taking the law into your own hands.
I would never do it, of course, for legal reason. Also because I'm a coward. Sorry? What did you say?
We urge the citizens of Los Angeles to place their trust in us as we continue to dedicate ourselves to maintaining a safer society for everyone.
Yeah, and in the end, she was kind of a Batman. She kind of didn't kill anyone. She did irreparable damage. Batman always does irreparable damage. Nobody says anything. Well, maybe people say something. I don't know, Gotham.
If you share our passion for justice, we encourage all citizens to direct their assistance and feedback to the Division of Arcane Affairs.
I think Gotham has been the bigger fish to fry, so.
The LAPD has just announced a plan to add a number of positions for Arcane Affairs officers in the coming year to address the DAA's staffing shortage.
Oh.
The St. Pavlov Foundation's Vigils Bureau training program is also set to begin in the coming months. To apply, please dial...
Nice. We didn't care about that. Hearing this news, the woman opens up joyfully and turns to the man sitting up in the bed.
Hey! They're hiring
He's awake!
affairs officers!
He's awake?
Hasn't it always been your dream to don the uniform?
Oh!
Looks like they accept all the applicants too. Why don't you give it a shot when you are better?
Oh, he had strong arcane abilities, they said? That would be great!
Knock it off.
Why not?
I've been a greengrocer for 20 years.
Training!
There's no way I could be a cop.
Training!
Right?
I believe in you! He's not enraged anymore, give him a name. Give him justice. He waves off his wife, but as he does so, he turns to the man beside him with a nervous look on his face, expecting the idea to get shot down. But the reaction he gets is unexpected.
What are you staring at me for? If you want to do it, just do it. I'm sure the neighborhood will be glad to see you wearing the badge.
Not me about to cry for an NPC, I'm sorry.
Besides, I spent some time with the officers at the parade. I'm sure that you will be just as capable as them. You're gonna have to toughen up a little, though.
Liang, who has been watching the exchange, smiles.
Mr. Wan, you're strong, healthy, and have a natural talent for arcane skills. With a little training, I'm sure you'll become an outstanding officer. There's a lot that goes into being an officer, but I believe what matters most is the heart to pursue justice and the courage to protect others.
Oh.
The doctor said you can be discharged soon. You should seriously consider applying for the position.
Well, in that case, I'll think about it.
Thank you so much, young lady. I heard you were the one who got rid of the curse and saved everyone. You are our hero.
Oh, you keep your promise. Oh, she grasps Liang's hand tightly, in a warm grip. This time her hand is steady. Liang returns the handshake.
You're too kind, madam. I was only doing my job. And I didn't do it alone. It was a combined effort.
Beauty.
Well, that's that. No more cursed film crazies. Almost all the victims have recovered.
Are we still partner? I want them to be partners forever.
Most of them have already been discharged too. Just a few poor saps who got hit hard are still around. But they should be out of here before long. Same goes for the victims in the parade. They've all regained their
I don't remember and I cannot correct you. This somewhere is fine to me. Someone else can do a better job correcting you. Anan gives a helpless sigh.
It's someone
There!
Just call it spiritual energy or something like that.
Okay, fair.
I heard that those crooks who were taught by a thing or two by Keising has also recovered. Well, mentally lah. They are pretty physically messed up, so they will have to stay here for a while, I think.
She kind of sounded like she was gonna yawn, so it made me yawn.
So many victims and not a single death. That's a blessing.
For realsies, not a single death, in this event. Weird.
Keising pulled her punches, apparently. I guess deep down she wasn't the deliverer of justice she claimed she was. Well, no use wondering about it. Years on this job will quickly show you that the madness in Arcanist blood always comes out in Arcanist criminals. Trying to understand them is a waste of time.
I don't think so. That said...
That may be the case, but...
That said, people can change, they just need help. Not everyone, but a lot of people can change if you help them. I don't want to. Criminals are criminals. They might have done horrible things. I don't know them. But maybe it was because of the condition of where they grew in or what happens to them and stuff. They deserve to be like helped. Correction over like just imprisonment would be better to me in an idyllic world. When people care about people, not this one.
I think that if we look at each other as individuals, we can come to understand one another eventually.
I agree. Sorry if you hear my stomach rumble, I'm actually very angry. What time is it? 11:39. Sorry. She takes out the brick-sized mobile phone she has carried with her since she was 6 years old. but now his screen remains dark. No matter how much Liang tries to summon the spirit residing within, there is no response.
If we'll try our best.
Holding on to hope, Liang tries a few different button combinations on the phone. Usually the screen would light up, but this time there is nothing.
Still nothing from Xiang Liang?
He's resting, don't worry. Liang lowers her gaze and shakes her head.
Well, what did you expect? That huge spooky spooksters was a nasty opponent on its own. Not to mention all the ghosts that were attracted by that film reel. It was creepy lah. Yeah. All those ghosts in one place. It was more crowded than the 大排档. I mean, the Chinatown food store on the Saturday night.
Oh, thank you for explaining it to me.
What's worse, those specters drowned the someone part of innocent people. If that hadn't happened, then Qiang Liang wouldn't have had to say...
Oh. Anan cut herself off. It would be too cruel to say these words in front of Liang. Sorry for the creaky chair.
Qiang Liang was lost because of my incompetence.
Oh, not lost.
I don't know how I'll be able to face my family now.
Lost for this generation and maybe the next ones. They'll come back.
And there's something else that's bothering me. When Qiang Liang pulled in the evil spirits, I thought I was going to die with it. But it looked at me and pushed me aside.
It's a baby.
It bore everything. All alone.
A baby.
Why did it go to such lengths to help me? Because I'm its Junzi.
And because it is baby. It is baby. Did it go? Okay, it. Because it is baby. There you go. I said it.
The way it looked at me, I think it wanted to tell me something. But I didn't understand what. Qiang Liang had been by my side since I was 6. But I always saw it as a heavy burden or a double-edged sword. I never saw it as an independent individual or as a friend. I never tried to truly understand it. And now, I've probably lost the opportunity to ever understand it.
Liang sighs and falls silent. The other two exchange a glance and simultaneously pat her on her shoulders. So cutie.
Come on! Enough with the long face. Maybe Qiang Liang will respond to you one day lah. You never know. And I'm here if you ever need my professional ghost-busting service. Exclusive discount just for you,
How kind.
Agreed. Isn't it a literal legendary beast that's existed for ages? No way it bit the dust just like that.
Yep.
I bet it's recharging in its lair or something. Then it'll come back when it's full of juice again.
I hope so.
She knows these are just comforting words, but their concern for her gives her the strength to move forward nonetheless.
Oh, Poitier! There you are! And the ghost-busting girl in Liang! Great!
What you need? A familiar figure waves from the end of the hallway as she hurries over. Noticing Liang's slightly surprised expression, she slows her steps.
Oh, sorry. I mean Officer Liang. But if you don't mind...
Of course I don't. Just call me Liang.
They're being respectful. They should have been all respectful to people. It's fine, it's people. It's people I expect to watch. Despite her swift response, Liang still feels a little surprised when she sees the officer extend her hand toward her.
Where are my manners? Name's Jenny Carter. Just Jenny's fine.
Oh.
Unlike your instructor, I don't try to hide my appreciation of people.
Oh.
I gotta say, you've done an awesome job. Folks at the department have all been talking about it. We're proud of you.
Babies?
Please tell me there's some way to postpone the end of your field training.
This is the second hand Liang has shaken today.
Thank you. That's very kind. What brings you here?
I love the development.
Deputy Chief Eldon, of course. Who else? Foundation staff have arrived. They're gonna take over Qi Xing's interrogation and everything. They're gonna take the film reel back to their headquarters, too. But your request has been approved. We can watch Reunion of the Three Swallows before they take it away.
Oh! Let's go! Can I watch it? Division of Arcane Affair, LA.
For crying out loud, the DAA isn't a movie theater. Where'd all these people come from?
Oh, he's so grumpy. Chill for a second, Grandpa. Eldon scans the group before him.
My apologies, sir. I invited them. This may be the only chance for Teresa's last work to be shown to the public. I want as many people to see it as possible. Every filmmaker wants their work to be shown to the world. I appreciate your understanding.
Before Eldon can respond, Anan cuts in.
Come on, sir. It's no big deal. Everyone here knows what really happened. We just want to know what the film's about.
Yeah, didn't you see something on TV about assistance and feedback? You'd be going back on your word if you ignored us now.
Hey, don't you go talking circles around me again.
They're friends now, I decided. Even in this harmonious scene, the two men can't help but bicker. I said they're friends! Poitier rolls her eyes. Luckily, the two are quickly interrupted by a woman in a Foundation uniform.
No need to worry,
Hello.
Deputy Chief Eldon.
My
After
favorite
thorough
NPC face.
examination, we've determined that the film reel no longer possesses the ability to twist reality. It was our negligence that allowed the film to be taken in the first place. So, as Mr. Joe said, the people deserve to know the truth. Besides, every viewer is required to sign this confidentiality agreement before entering the screening room. All right, everyone, please hurry. The movie starts in 15 minutes.
Oh, I'm pumped! No way I'm missing this! Give me a pen!
Anne heads over to the desk, and the DAA maybe officer and Chinatown private detective follow suit. Liang and Noir, on the other hand, hang back. They already firmed the confidentiality agreement. After all, they are the ones who drafted it.
You have my thanks, Vigil. If it weren't for you, I doubt Ah-Sing and I would have had this chance to watch our good friend's swan song. I also have to thank you for helping me stop Ah-Sing and for helping me keep my promise.
Your promise?
Noir puts her hands on her thighs.
Yes, I swore on these two legs. In the past, all I cared about was making the best film. I saw everyone, even my actors and writers, as tools to reach that goal. But I was wrong. There's no such thing as a best film, only a better film. And to make a better film, I need a team around me. What matters most is the people who make the film, not the film itself.
She turns her head and looks toward the bolted door at the other end of the room.
But as long as we're living, there's still a future. Maybe I should hire a good lawyer for Ah-Sing. They can probably secure a shorter sentence. When she's free again,
I knew
both
it.
physically and mentally, perhaps we can make a movie together, just like old times.
Don't judge me, I'm about to cry. Again. Liang is momentarily stunned.
Are you sure? With all due respect, Miss Noah, that will probably be a very long time from now.
Lawyers can do magic.
So, even if we're old ladies by then, as long as we can still move, I'm certain we can make movies. Speaking of which, you'd make an excellent addition to my crew, Miss Liang. Don't hesitate to contact me if you reconsider your career choice.
That seems so fun. Please take it up as a sometimes an hobby when you are on vacation for being an officer. I know it's not your calling.
You're very generous, Miss Noah. But I think I'll stick to being a fan for the time being.
I
look forward to seeing what you do next.
Cutie.
You won't be disappointed. By the way, have you seen Miss Latham lately? I tried to invite her, but she didn't pick up the phone. She must have left it in her room again.
Maybe her friend woke up?
Actually, I ran into her at the hospital earlier. Miss Scott just regained consciousness. She wanted to visit her.
Noir's smile fades slightly, and a contemplative expression comes over her.
Miss Scott... Something tells me that there's still an unsolved mystery there.
It's probably for the main plot.
You mean a truth hidden behind all these incidents?
Yes, like a chessboard, where the pawns placed on the front line. Somehow, we've managed to fight our way out, escaping our planned doom.
Oh, I love this metaphor. I don't know chess, but I know a bit of chess.
But who is the player who placed us there? They are still a mystery, watching us from the shadows.
Is it Bertin?
I don't like this feeling.
Because technically, Bertin and Constantine were playing chess together, with their pieces being their allies.
I'll keep an eye on the matter. I already made a detailed report to my superiors. If there's anything else going on, I'm sure the vigils will put a stop to it.
I suppose we'll have to wait and see.
Now I wanna watch the movie. Can I? Nora's expression does not ease. It seems the title Vigil's Bureau doesn't bring her much confidence. Before Liang can inquire further, Poitier calls her.
Hey, you two! Get your asses in the screening room! We're all waiting for you!
On our way!
Nothing's more important than a movie that's about to start. Let's go, Vigil.
Yes, ma'am. They exchange a smile and enter the makeshift theater together. Oh! It skipped on its own, so I got scared. Sorry. What? Really? I thought there was another piece. Aria? Poitier? That's a name? Constance Scott, Deputy Chief Elden. He doesn't have a name. Just Deputy Chief Elden is his name. Investigator Zoe also doesn't have a name. Assistant Wang Lin. Oh, cameos. Matilda. I'm gonna vibe. Sponsor is a new Maven Script Rehabilitation Center. He's a work of fiction and he resembles to actual events is entirely coincidental. I love that phrase, it's always cracked me up because it's someone in history took it personally. Such a loser. unless they weren't. So the end? I thought there were 22. There were! So, we have a few minutes actually. 8 minutes. I don't think I have time. I'm gonna try. I think this is the one I can read. Exclusive interview with cast members. Join the discussion. Oh, 8 minutes are not enough. Okay. That morning, we lay amidst the ruins, and Sis handed me a bottle of beer. Suddenly, I understood. I already had the whole word. I just hadn't bothered to look. You're right. If we cut out the chaotic, corrupted footage, this could be a great film. That line is so Teresa. A house can be rebuilt, and the gap between friends can be mended. She always loved life. It's hard to believe, especially after seeing this. A Teresa like this would never have taken her own life. I have been saying that it was fishy. You're right. Miss Vigil, thank you. Her creation being restored to its original form is something I'm truly grateful for. And it's all thanks to you and your team. About Xiangliang, sorry. I'm more sorry than you can imagine. This wasn't my intention, but ultimately, my selfish behavior caused this to happen. If there's anything I can do to make amends, there's only to feel guilty, Miss Qixing, sorry. Purging the ghost plague is part of Xiangliang's and my duty. I know that you really like those movies. I must have really let you down, huh, kid? I won't lie, I was a little disappointed. But it doesn't matter. CO7 is still my favorite character, and that will never change. Thank you. With a moment Qixing, before you and the officers leave, Miss Liang and I need to confirm one last thing. There's something in your testimony that's been eating at me, sorry. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you're lying. The Vigil's interrogation expert confirmed that much. But even you probably noticed the sequence of events that led you to become the Nightpiercer. You stole the reel and caused the incident in Chinatown, but your motives seem inconsistent. I feel like I'm missing a piece of this puzzle. It's almost like the memory gaps affecting Loggerhead, but your expertise in arcane skills surpasses her. Perhaps you can recall something? I'm sorry, but I don't really remember. I only recall how it all began. I got word that reunion of the three swallows had found its way out of Foundation storage and into the black market. I even got into the secret auction for it through some intermediaries, but unfortunately I didn't have the dough. So I asked myself, who else out there could be as fixated on that real as me? The answer was obvious. It's me. That's right, you're a public figure, following you to Los Angeles wasn't difficult. I tracked down your intermediary, Pugdog, and for a bit of cash, I got the time and location of your deal. I see, so the friendly advice Pugdog gave me back then, yes, was about you. What a guy, zero professionalism ethic. I love him though, I kinda love him, I don't know why I love this random NPC called Pugdog. That night, my only objective was to take the reel from you. The question of who stole it from the Foundation wasn't something I even bothered to think about, but when you stop there? At the very last moment, a sliver of sense kicked in. It was a close call, but I managed to hold myself back. I think there was a moment where I really intended to kill that poor stuffer, Miss Scott. But I don't understand why I felt that way. You know the rest. The player that placed us here. I wanna know more. Complete. Okay, so there is only the last one. But it's 3 minutes, so I won't have the time, so let's do this. Claim. I think I can buy the other pool. I cannot buy the apples and I'm sad about it, but can't do anything about it. So let me chill for a second and I'm gonna look for the last part of the event, part 22. And instead of playing it, because I don't know if 3 minutes are enough, we're gonna watch it from someone else, which I'm gonna credit. And if they have a... Oh, it's fine. Sorry, I saw a concerning video. And if they have a trouble with me reacting to their video, I'm gonna cut it out from this video. So if you don't see the end, I'm gonna like post a short, or maybe I'm gonna post one last single part when it comes out in a year, if it's problematic for me to react to someone else's footage. I know there's someone I reacted to for something else. What was their name? Okay, so we're watching the last part from the channel I reacted to for the voice line for Barcarola. Last time nobody said I did anything wrong, so I'm assuming it's fine if I just use their footage. I'm sorry in advance if it's problematic, just tell me. But their name is... I can only read Merui, but this is their name, and they come up, I think, if you just search for Merui on YouTube. They have also a ton more followers than me, so I think you know them already. I am the one out of the loop that doesn't know shit. I apologize. But I'm gonna preemptively like, just because they are helping me out with this last part. And we'll see the part 22. I'm gonna have to stop to read and stuff, so I apologize if it's not like flowy as it should be, and also I apologize for the silence in between. When they go on auto, they are so fast. So we're at the hospital?
Scott's ward.
Oh,
Scott's
we're going to Scott.
Ward. Did I take a wrong turn? Oh, excuse me, doctor. Could you tell me where Constance Scott's ward is?
I hope she's
kinda
fine.
Lost.
I'm scared of the after credits.
You're in the wrong area. You need to go straight forward this way.
Okay, this is our normal doctor.
Corner,
not a secret
right
manus.
at the next.
Hopefully.
Forward, left, then right. Okay. I'll remember it now. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
A cutie. Loggerhead makes her way down the hallway, muttering the direction to herself as she goes. But then she stops and turns back in confusion.
That's odd. Why do I feel like I talked to that doctor a few days ago?
You did?
Must just
you
be
don't
my
even...
bad memory. The lady last time was more friendly.
Oh! She tilts her head before quickly deciding to let it go.
Wait, which way did she say again?
Oh boy. Me. She's really me. Hi, Scott.
Sorry, Doctor. It isn't time for the routine checkup yet.
You're right. But yesterday's medical report showed some concerning fluctuations in the patient's data.
Didn't we just cross the doctor?
It's probably nothing serious. But we should conduct a clinical check on the patient, just in case.
Is this the same person or did we
Please
cross
wait
a double?
Let me verify this with your superior.
Of course, officer. You can never be too cautious, especially when the patient's involved in a sensitive case.
Yeah. Thanks for your...
Did you say yes too many times? Sorry. It's fine, chilling. The patient inside the ward hears the conversation outside the door come to an abrupt halt. Scott? She sits with her hand cuffed to the railing, turning her head away from the window and towards the closed door before her.
What's wrong?
There is no response from the other side. Hey? Let's not kill Scott. Several seconds later, she already escaped death once. This would be very, very bad. The doorknob turns. Standing in the doorway is a doctor. She looks vaguely familiar.
Good afternoon, Miss Scott. How are you feeling today?
Hello? What's happening? Why is he unconscious? Before the door closes again, Scott catches a glimpse of Arcane Affair officer standing straight ahead. Doesn't so much as glance in their direction. Something is wrong. Scott shoots up straight.
Who are you?
Smart girl.
Someone brought you these flowers.
Flowers?
Do not touch the flowers. Should I? Why am I scared of the flowers? Only then does she notice that the doctor is holding a glass vase filled with pure white flowers, fresh and delicate.
No, something's not right. I heard what you said to the officer. How are you supposed to do a medical check with a flower?
What is happening? Why flower? What is the flower? Vase? Hey, Scott vaguely hears her own voice being swallowed, but somehow she doesn't care. All her attention is locked on the vase. Not the flower, but the vase. At first glance, it looks like any other glass item, but now, that it's under the sunlight, it's shimmery like crystal, refracting dreamlight colors around the world.
Is this crystal?
A barrier blocking off her memory suddenly burst. You good? Is it okay if it bursts?
It's you, madam.
Oh, you're cheery.
You said you wouldn't contact me unless something bad happened. Is there something wrong with the object you bought?
No, it is perfect. You have been of superb help.
It was my honor to serve you,
someone
madam.
I don't know.
And I must say, you have incredible foresight. The vigils caught me, but they couldn't get any useful information because I can't remember any.
But you still seem to be in a rather precarious situation.
Do I know this voice? I don't think I know this voice.
Yes, but you needn't worry.
It's muffled.
I can handle this myself.
That is good to hear.
The other end, whoa, chilling! I got confused. The other end of the communication incantation fell silent. If not for the light still refracting from the vase, she might have thought the other party was already hung up.
By the way, I met Matilda not long ago.
Yes.
She was worried about you. Have you not contacted her?
That is not necessary.
She was worried about...
Were she more perceptive, she would have already discovered me herself.
What?
She will find me.
I forgot that conversation. Who were they talking about? I should review footage. The voice on the other side shows a little interest in the topic. Scott smirks to herself, but struggles to find another excuse to prolong the conversation. But her moment... I'm still thinking, so I cannot read, sorry. But her moment has already passed. Trying to forget everything again. The colors twist, and her consciousness begins to spiral.
What was I doing again?
I am contacting you to express my gratitude. Merci beaucoup, Miss Scott. And please believe me, you are far more gifted than you think.
Oh. That's very positive. I think she needs to hear it. But I don't know why is this suspicious person the one saying it to her. The woman's voice rings from a particularly distorted and colorful spot in the room. It is elegant, dignified, and strangely familiar.
Who are you?
The voice does not answer. However, those black dogs have a keener sense of smell than I thought. I am afraid our relationship has come to an end.
Don't kill her. Don't kill her.
Adieu, Miss Scott.
Don't kill her. Kill her.
Huh?
Please?
Wait.
Adieu is fine. Just not a permanent adieu. A bullet shatters the vase, shattering the dream and crashing her back to reality. She's alive. At some point, the door was silently open. A pair of black leather boots step over the shards of broken vase and come to a stop at Scott's bedside.
Huh, they run fast, that's for sure. Looks like this fish is bigger than we thought. Have you figured out what happened to the two officers?
Be pullable. What the fuck? The woman turns to her cadet. A man also dressed in the same black uniform is dragging the unconscious body of the doctor who visited earlier beside... Sorry, I'm never finishing reading this before it disappears. Beside that of the DAA officer, who had been keeping guards outside.
They're under some kind of hypnosis. Caster's no amateur either. Arcane fluctuations are impossible to trace.
Interesting.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
She's so pretty. Why no pool? She crouches down to pick up a shard of glass. As she examines it, her mouth curls into a smile.
This is really bad. We already knew Scott was the culprit, but you just had to use her as bait to reel in the fish hiding in the darkness.
Why not? What's
now
the problem?
All we have is Scott with no memories of what happened, and a stone-cold trail.
He already had no memories. He already had no memories, chill, bro.
I still don't get why you're keeping all this from Liang. She's your cadet, and right here in the city. We should have had her join the investigation. I can't wait to see her face when she finds out what's been going on. And I'm not defending you this time either.
Okay. Faced with her cadet's accusation, the woman feigns innocence.
Defending me? There's nothing to defend. If we told her about our plan, she would have started acting differently and spooked our fish. Besides, the whole point of her field training program in the LAPD was to see if she could handle things on her own. And she's proven that she can. The Division of Arcane Affairs seems to adore her, so I'm sure the Deputy Chief will give her an excellent write-up. Everything's turned out great, hasn't it?
I don't know. I can value this last piece of information.
How considerate I am. How I always do things in my cadet's best interests. How could you make me out to be such a heartless, irresponsible monster?
I don't know if I trust this person, but they are fun. She exaggerates a sort of full expression, which only makes her cadet roll his eyes in exasperation.
Oh, don't give me that look. Anyway, I think I've got an idea as to what's going on.
Okay.
Really?
Can I know this easy spoiler? The woman drops her act and smiles knowingly.
Our big fish got away, yes, but just confirming that a fish this big exists has already made this worth our time.
All right.
Now, back to the stolen arcane items. There are 5 in total. including the cursed film reel and the wind-up toy that the timekeeper shattered.
Oh, shattered!
Tell me, Bob, does our fish need all 5 arcane items?
It's Alan, not Bob. How many times do I have to tell you?
Poor Bob, not Alan.
And to answer your question, no. I don't think so. The wind-up toy has already been destroyed, and the film reel's been recovered by a fellow cadet. These items did cause a few problems, but I don't see any common thread between the incidents they caused.
Correct, Brian. Those 2 items were probably just decoys to divert our attention.
The big ones are yet to come?
It's Alan.
I didn't even flinch when she said the wrong name. Ignoring a cadet's correction, she goes on.
夫藏木于林，人皆视而不见. Of the 5 objects, they probably only need 1.
Oh, she said a clever fish knows how to muddy the water to hide itself.
Take a guess, Buck. Which one do they need?
So funny.
It's Alan. A-L-A-N.
B-O-B, I got this. It's so dead. The cadet size. I feel reluctance, I feel realization.
Well, out of the 3, which one is... Wait, could it be?
I don't know the other 3. I would love to guess.
Bingo.
Are you gonna tell me? I wanted to guess. From the way her cadet face darkened, she can tell he has found the answer.
Does that mean the legend's real? It can really be used in that ritual?
I don't know what that ritual is, I'm scared.
It would seem so.
Too many rituals.
So, it's Manus Vindicte again. They must
Sorry,
have planted...
I was singing instead of reading. He speaks the name, his expression grim.
They must have planted a mole somewhere among the Foundation's elites. Someone with clearance to the Arcanum Containment Department.
1000%.
It seems our fish doesn't wear the black robe.
Oh, I cannot wait for plot. I'm sorry, this is so fun. I love this game so much. It has so many side plots, so many opportunities for so many good stories. It's so fun. The woman taps her chin. This response makes her cadet eyes widen in disbelief.
Huh? So you're saying there's someone behind all this who wants to perform that ritual and somehow has the means to steal from the Foundation? There's just no way.
The stolen items would probably go to the Manus eventually. But I have a hunch that our wily fish isn't totally on their side. Manus Vindicte obviously considered the succubus a valuable asset before she got away, right? So if our fish was a die-hard loyalist, they would have delivered the wind-up toy to their master straightway, rather than letting it be passed around all over the place.
Oh! No, it's an assumption, sorry.
While our fish is in collusion with Manus Vindicte, they are swimming in murky waters.
It's not Grace,
they may
is
be
it?
Pursuing their own agenda.
Was Grace the name? She curls her lip into a smile and flickers a shard of glass between her fingers. That's dangerous, lady.
Things are starting to get interesting, aren't they?
I like her voice.
Like I said earlier, not bad at all.
I like her everything. I don't mind that she's sneaky. Good character, probably. Probably because I just met her. With that, the 2 figures in black vanish out the door.
Again and again. You don't know when to quit, do you? Just like me when I was young.
What's happening?
I wasn't wrong about you after all.
Huh? One more time? Damn! This is sick! Directed by Noir? Oh my god! This song is so good! What's the name? I wanna listen to it like on my spare time! Oh baby, she's a baby. I'm gonna leave you to listen to this. It's about why wouldn't you? But if you don't want to, you can skip to the outro with my opinion on this masterpiece. I think you know my opinion now. At least the credits call him Alan and not Bob. Arya is such a cute name for Poitiers. She is so gorgeous. I'm glad she's alive. I would have actually... Special thanks to Liang's father? I don't think so. Sorry. What was I saying? Ah, yes, I would have actually started a riot if she was gonna... if she was dead. Who's Beryl Buonish? The mom of Matilda? Seems like the mom of Matilda has a special role in the plot that I don't know yet. Hot dog! And 3 times Johnny too. It's such a good song. Who sings it? Maybe I can find it on the R99 YouTube page. They always upload their bops. But I don't know if they will upload this bop specifically. Sometimes I look for the fight music, and I don't think that is on the official channel sometimes. Sorry. We're chilling. How much? 30 seconds? You can do a lot in 30 seconds. Babies! Oh! Teresa deserves better. Justice for Teresa. Where is her murderer? She for sure did not kill herself.
What a pity, little Vigil. You gave a poor performance.
How dare you? I was dancing so well.
It seems I expected too much from you.
Oh? What was that? No, free publicity! Okay, it's over, so I can close this. Give me a second and I go back into the game for an outro. So, obviously, I love this event. I did not expect it. It might be... I don't know if I like it more than Green Lake. I think the last event that I played was the one with the fog, with Willow and Flutterpage, because the other one I had to skip because it was spoilery for me. That one was very good. I don't remember if I put it in first place or if Green Lake is still in first place. Maybe it was in first place. But this is very good. I feel like this... Maybe because it's fresh, maybe because I didn't... because I slept in between it. So maybe I feel more rested and I enjoyed it more. But the characters are very good in here too. This is definitely top 3. Top 3. I really liked all of the characters, the story. I love mysteries. I think I liked a lot this event because I think it falls in my second favorite genre of fiction. Well, maybe third. I love romance. I love horror vibes. Not full-on horror. I cannot do horror movies, but I can do horror gameplays. I don't know why. Maybe having a silly little face like this one that you have right here makes everything better because you're experiencing the trauma together, so it's fine. But the third one would be mystery, or in Italian we call the genre giallo, which means yellow. So I keep wanting to call this yellow. It's not yellow, it's mystery. But it's also one of my favorite genre, and I love investigations and stuff. My mom, since I was little, always watched in the evening like SCIS and all of those policy things. So this was very reminiscing of those kind of show. Maybe that's why it made me like I'm in such a good mood. I don't know. I was feeling a lot of feelings in other events too. But I don't remember these feelings that I'm feeling right now. I don't remember which other event could ever possibly have made me feel like this. The characters very good. I'm sorry, I was a bit pissed at the beginning at everyone in the police department. But they did a good job with their kind of development. And I am glad that they didn't drag too much the not bullying, but the pushing around of Liang Yu, because she's baby, I don't deserve it. And of course, Poitier was my favorite character ever. I'm very sad she's not pullable, but I understand why. She technically is not in the Foundation. Well, not everyone can pull for his in the Foundation, I think. Still, she is a policewoman, so it's okay, it's chill that I cannot pull for her. I wanted her though. Loggerhead, unexpectedly a sweetie pie. I love her so much to pieces. And since I can tell she already has her big kitty back in her animation and stuff here, now that she's in the suitcase. Unless she enters the suitcase before going for this adventure, I don't know how to call it, for this training stuff. She might get it back in a future anecdote. I think I saw special character will have or have who got an anecdote. Did Junians get an anecdote? What? Maybe I dreamed it. Maybe I possibly dreamed it. Because there is the rerun, so my brain probably made it up. I don't know. I might have by accident. But her character, amazing. So very lovely. She's such a polite, sweet child that deserves the award. And I was saying probably she will get back a kitty. I keep calling it kitty. I know it's not a kitty. I hope it's not disrespectful, because technically it is a whole like divine beast or something like a helpful spiritual body. So I don't know if calling it a kitty is disrespectful, but it is a kitty to me. Either way, I think they'll be back together. Maybe in another piece of her story. But I think it's definitely in the top 3. I don't know if it's better than Green Lake. I feel like the event with Willow and Fatter Page might have been better than Green Lake, but I don't know if this one is better than Green Lake. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. Maybe it's better than Green Lake. Maybe it is. Maybe it's second. I don't know. Green Lake has a special place in my heart. Maybe I'm also remembering it more fondly because it was like the first event I played in this game. And it was one of my favorite horror themes. So I was very hyped, and I'm still very hyped about that event. But definitely top 3. Second or third, I'm tempted to put it in 1, but the what did you call it in the comments? The Aguri. Still has a first place. It was a very, very beautiful event, that one. This one also. This one is so fun! I enjoyed my time so much. This was worth it. It was worth only sleeping like 2 hours. Speaking of, I am that tired. I think I got my spark back a bit by sleeping those few hours. I'm glad I could woke up. Bibi is not very happy because Bibi wakes up when I wake up. He slept with me today too. I don't know why. When I had to get up, he said, I'm gonna sleep on you. But it was worth it. Very worth it. I also contemplated in bed for a couple of minutes, being like, do I actually want to get up or do I want to sleep? But I felt fresh enough, so I got up. Anyway, beautiful story. Lovely characters, all of them. Even Elden. Sometimes he feels like he's soft sometimes he's just an asshole. So I don't know how to evaluate him. I just like his character. And it's not because his jaw could cut diamonds. But hot man aside, very good plot, very good characters. Cannot wait to record more plot. Next, there's gonna be next update more plot that I cannot play. So we're gonna go back to the start of chapter 6 from next time. And for next month all around. Before that, I don't know if I should do a trailer reaction for next patch. They told me the trailer is fine, but not having watched many trailers for main plot after chapter 6, I think, if I'm not wrong, I don't know if I want to watch it right now. It will do extremely well because it's relevant. Honestly, full honesty. But I don't know if I have the space. I'll think about it. Let me know if you want me to react to it. I love doing reactions, so it doesn't bother me. Actually, I'm very happy about it. But if it's fine to wait for me to get to the chapter, or if you prefer it, you can let me know. I listen to everyone, usually. Usually. Actually, I do, because I don't know shit, so I prefer listening to you and I trust you. But for today, I'm gonna stop here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, even if the second part I was probably that tired. I don't remember what I said. I don't remember anything I said. Anyway, thank you again. If you feel like, subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye!